Is there an applaud? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought a sign.
Guys,
Oh,
keep
thank
it
you so
down.
much.
Keep it down. Stop throwing things.
Yeah.
Classic.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Is that how you say it?
I mean,
Notre
that's
Dame?
the real way to say
Okay,
it. Yeah,
cool.
you got it.
I was educated right, I guess, on that one.
Very. All right. So, yeah, dude. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course. It was an easy drive. It was really nice.
Yeah. How far was it?
It was like, I don't know the miles. I just know the time.
Well, like, what was the time?
Well, at first when I came in, or like when I woke up, I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's like an hour and 12 minutes. I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And I got back from the mall. Yeah, I go to malls still.
Whatever.
And I got back from the mall with my girl.
You're definitely a fashion type dude. Like, it's
yeah,
it's
I
only
guess.
like
It's
suspect.
mostly black music. It's like black music. Black.
Don't worry, I can edit.
Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Black clothing and like inspired by like I don't even know. I don't even have inspirations. I don't listen to music. Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I don't listen to music much. I just listen on my own.
Yeah.
I think that's why what like keeps me going is like I need to make new stuff because once I get bored of
because
my
I'm
old
getting
stuff,
bored of listening to
yeah. I haven't in a while, but there's a few artists that catch my eye and I'm like, ooh, that's really good. And that's like.
So do you just like artists that are like similar to the type of music that you make?
No. I think I like anything that's different.
Yeah.
Like anything that's kind of original in some way.
Yeah.
Because most artists, they copy off other artists and they take from inspiration, which is fine. But
For sure. That's
anything
yeah,
that's
it's
like
just
original.
it's like a music culture thing. It's not like
Yeah.
copying. It's just like
It's just what you're
There's just-
influenced by.
yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to have inspiration.
right.
And I don't know. There's certain artists that's like, oh, they're doing something different. Oh, I never heard this effect. Or like, oh, this sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, ooh, I get inspiration from that. But if it's like the same thing being pushed like constantly like in my face,
Yeah.
it just kind of makes me go, ugh, I can't listen to this.
Right. Okay, so I don't even, to be honest, we're going to learn a lot about you today.
Good.
Because, so, like, I've known you since you were, like, a little kid.
Yeah.
I played baseball with your brother.
True.
Your dad was one of our coaches in Little League.
Did he coach you
like
guys?
a long time ago. Yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry
he was a
about that.
stud, man.
No, he's dope.
He's
dope as
actually the
fuck. Yeah, he
best.
is.
I love that dude.
He's such a
but,
good guy.
Like, just I remember him because he was pretty young,
Yeah, he
right?
was.
Because like
Oh, he had Nick at like 18.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna
so
say
he was
because
young.
when Nick was in like, what were we in? Like second, third, fourth grade, fifth grade,
Probably
sixth grade.
Elementary.
Yep. He was like still in his prime. Like, I mean, I'm sure he can still do it, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. He
just
probably can.
just like he'd be out there, and I remember he would hold the bat in his right hand, toss it up with his
just
left, and
lob
just
it.
like effortlessly just like straight to center field.
Knock that shit.
Yeah, I'm like Jesus.
Yeah, and
Christ.
one time I was doing pop flies because I played outfield,
Mm-hmm.
and he was popping them out to me and a few other people during practice,
Yeah.
and he would say, turn around, and then we have to find the ball and then catch it.
That's
and
good.
he just said it
That's so
way
sketchy.
too. Yeah, dude, it's so bad. And he just clocks it, and he goes, turn around, and I turn, and it just smacks
Oh,
me in the side of
no.
the face. I couldn't like move my jaw or like close my jaw. I'm just,
He just
bawling my eyes
He just hit
out.
a straight line drive.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, he did. It was like it
That's
wasn't even
fire.
that high. It wasn't a pop fly. It was just a straight hit to my face, and I'm just bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, am I gonna be able to talk? Like I
Yeah.
kept saying shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He's like, you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, it was good times for sure.
You played baseball with my brother too,
Yeah,
huh?
yep. That's what it was. So like, I think you were. So I'm 28. You're 25, so you're 3 years younger.
Was that you questioning yourself?
No, yeah.
I'm 28.
I'm pretty bad with that stuff. Once
Me
you're
too.
over 21, it's not really that serious
No,
anymore.
it's not.
It's like your next one.
Once
after
you're 20,
21.
once you're over 21, you're
30.
35.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's like you're waiting for 30, and then you're like, then it's really over.
No, it's
And then
not.
you're
That's
waiting,
when you start.
Then
though.
you're waiting on like 55.
That's when you start. Hey, fun fact: people who have this is a stupid thing to say. Fun fact: people who have sex the most are like 60.
Yeah, no.
Statistically,
I feel
like
that, I feel
actually,
that.
like so you think that you're in your prime, but who knows? You could be killing it when you're
Yeah,
60.
true.
I just
I don't
think
know. I'm
it's
doing
funny.
pretty good right now.
Well, I work with a lot of people who are always like, oh, I'm like 40, and they all act like their life is over, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not, dude.
No,
That's
I
your
feel
fucking prime, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like 30s to like 40s. That's when you start
Depends
figuring
how you
everything
take
out.
care of yourself too, though.
Well, most writers, most artists,
Yeah.
Kanye didn't get famous till he was 26.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's a long
Jay-Z
time.
didn't get famous till he was like 28 or
Yeah.
26. It's just because we're being pushed with like
Yeah.
young people
TikTok.
constantly
Yep.
blowing up, and a lot of the time, yes, young people can be creative, but a lot of the time they're not.
Yeah, I mean, you're not even your brain isn't fully developed until 25.
Yeah, well, true.
So it's like,
but even besides that, I just think that like age is something that you have to kind of like look at experience wise, because like if you do more experience, if like things you have more experience in, then you're obviously going to develop faster.
Yeah.
But I mean, no one's going outside anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything anymore, so it's like people are gonna develop way slower.
It's hit or miss. Like I feel like people go outside.
I love going outside.
Ooh, sorry to everybody for that audio fuck up that I just did, but
Sound
we're good
better
now.
now?
Now it's
Okay,
crisp.
good.
I
Well,
had
now
that
we can
one.
start the
I had
show.
that one also going.
Oh.
And it
Did I
yeah.
sound good in both of them? Should I put both of them
It's just
up?
pretty echoey. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I've actually thought about just doing like one really good microphone in the dead center of the room, and then like just walling this off.
You could.
But I don't know. I think this works. Like
It does.
it's what I keep saying. It's like for what I'm doing, bro. Like this is pretty good.
This is the best setup I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I've had friends and like people, not necessarily my family, but like people are like, oh, I'm gonna start a podcast.
Yeah.
Drop like 10 grand.
Yeah. And
Then it's like,
shit the bed.
first of all, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And also, they're talking about like, I don't even know like specific topics. And then after they talk as much as they can about a topic, they're like, what do we talk about
They're
now?
just like, yeah, it's over.
They
That's
make
the
their
thing.
whole
It's like,
podcast based off of like a topic.
yeah. People ask me all the time. They're like, what is it what's it about?
Like, whatever
I'm
I
like,
want.
Yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, I'm just bullshitting, man. Like there's so many cool people in the world, especially that I know them. Like
Yeah.
I know crazy cool people. Like I know, you've got to think, like I know like cops of 35 years. I know
Yeah,
Army
exactly.
Rangers. I know literal musicians.
Are you getting any of them on?
Yeah, everybody I can.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
there's a person that works at our mutual place of work that has been an EMT for like 25 years, but he came from England and he was in the Royal Guard. And I've talked
I know
about this
who
a
you're
lot
talking about.
because I know
who
he's
you're
coming.
talking
Like I know he's coming on. The paper's right here.
Really?
He's had a lot of shit going on, so he's been busy and stuff.
But at some point, that'd be sick. And
yeah.
just give you more time to prepare too.
100%. But then like I've got another musician who's honestly like blowing up. He's doing like really, really well. So I'm excited to get him in. I met at the YG show like 2 weeks ago. I met
YG came here?
Yeah, to WAMU. It's pretty dope.
That's
He
dope.
was drunk as fuck on stage. Like he
Good. I wouldn't want to see YG any other way.
Yeah, honestly.
I wouldn't want to see him. Just imagine a sober YG. Oh
for real.
God.
It's
No,
like,
I'm joking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
That's
Chief
cool,
Keef.
though.
Like he'd be like, "What the fuck is sober Chief Keef doing
Chief
here?
Keef.
He hates being
Chief
sober."
Keef just starts like talking about being sober,
Yeah.
and he's just like a sober advocate.
He
His
literally
whole
has
name
a-
has Keef in it.
He has a song called "Hate Being Sober."
That's so
It's
hard.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should get Chief on. No, I'm
Yeah, bro. My thing is like I'm not limiting myself at all. Like
Yeah.
if I can, I will. At the point I'm making is at the YG show. There's a dude who was like initially kind of pressing us for like, you know, oh, it's cool. I'm on the list. I'm this, whatever. And it happens every like high profile rap show. It's super annoying, but he was being cool about it, which was nice. And I just remember like, you know, he was like, oh, just one more girl, just this girl, I promise. I'm like, well, that's 7 girls and you're one guy. Like
that's a bad
just
mixture.
cut it out.
That's a bad
cut it out.
mixture.
He's like, no. There's only one more. And then there's, you know,
They bring friends.
This is my girl and her friend and my girl's friend.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And so
Her
then
cousin.
then there's like 14 girls.
Her
and he's
her
like,
grandma.
He's like, I'm sorry,
just
bro.
pulling
He's
everyone
like,
in.
bro, I swear this is it. And I'm like, bro, who are you? And he's like, I play for the Seahawks. I'm like, no, you don't,
Okay.
bro. I know everybody on the Seahawks. And he's like, I play special teams. Like I'm like
No, you
third
don't.
string receiver. No, he does. Dead ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dead
Oh,
ass.
shit.
So I met him and we talked and he followed me on Instagram and shit.
That's awesome.
He's on there. I talked to him about this just briefly. We were just bullshitting. And he was like, bro, I would love to do that.
Oh,
I was like,
sick.
It's like, really?
And
You'd be like the most famous dude on here.
Yeah, and when
Yeah.
I first heard your podcast, I was on a jog. I've been getting into working out lately. Yeah,
Word.
let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
But you know,
I need to do that too.
Yeah, because it's actually because my friend Julius the Prophet, he's a producer and an artist as well.
You tag him in a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, dude, let's make a bet. Who can run the most?" Because he always wants to compete with me. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He
Competition
always
makes
wants to
people better,
compete
bro.
with me. Yeah, we're like rivals in a way.
Yeah.
He's actually one of the first people who got me into music. Like, really made me get serious about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, let's do a competition. Who could run the most? Because he works out like every fucking day. So I'm like, okay.
he's kinda got a leg up.
But I'm going hard right now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
winning. So
There you go. Dope.
Because I just run I run from my house to the Target, which is a mile, and then I run back, and then do it again, is 4. And I know he normally does like 3 to 3.5 or something like that. So I'm trying to outsmart him. I'm just gonna do the bare minimum.
Right.
But it's really fun. Yeah, I've been getting into that, and they'd be sick. And when I first heard you on your first couple episodes, I was on my run, and I was like, dude, Tanner, like, actually, he can keep this combos going.
I'm
like,
trying,
you're killing.
bro.
No,
it's hard though.
No, it's like actually very natural. I was
Yeah.
like, this is really cool, and you're like, you have questions, and you make it all smooth and transitional, and it's actually really cool. And I was like, I feel like I'm actually listening to something that I would normally listen to.
That's where like a lot of my inspiration comes from. I listen to podcasts every day. So I work in Seattle. I live more than an hour away. So every day. Like, if it's a 2-hour podcast, I listen to half on the way there, half on the way back.
Exactly.
Knock it out. But podcasts are just cool, man. It's like, it makes you feel like not everybody is, like, included in everything, right? And so it opens the door to, like, do you want to sit in the room with us and talk to somebody who produces music, has a music video, like, does a whole...
And that's the hardest thing for me is, like, marketing or connecting to people because...
It's just networking, bro. It's just
that's hard for me, dude. I like the biggest thing is like I am in the room and I'm making the art.
Yeah.
And I just like to be kind of in my zone, and I'm not the type of guy who's gonna go on TikTok and be like,
yeah, right,
and like dance and shit. And I'm like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna blow up like in this era. Like, I feel like I'm trying to get a manager, but like I'm really not. Like I'm looking for people, but it's like, how do I measure who's good and who's going to be the right person for me? Right. It has to be kind of like a natural thing.
Yeah.
Like going on this podcast, I've known you for years.
Yeah.
We've never really hung out very much, but we've talked and we've always had like a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, how am I going to find somebody that I could find like a general connection to?
Yep.
And actually like be able to trust them.
Yep.
And this is like the perfect way to just get yourself out there, 100%. Show people who you are. Yeah. And just explain like everything because it's all natural.
Yeah, it's good to like just do this stuff too because it's like it just keeps you sharp, man. It's just like the more conversations you have, the more you learn. Honestly, like
that's so true.
I'm gonna ask you a bunch of stuff in here that I don't know anything about.
Good.
And it's like I'm gonna learn something.
Good.
There was something I was just thinking of too. Oh, a lot of the people that watch me, that the people that watch me right now, I'll get 75 views on these. The other things, like I get a lot more, but it's like it's a slow burn and I'm super impatient. And so I'm like constantly like, bro, I need like 1,000 people to watch, and then they'll tell all their friends and I'll have 10,000, and then I need 100, and like Jade, that's one of my best friends.
That, dude, people do YouTube, people do podcasts for years.
Yeah.
And the craziest like saying that I've always kept in my mind, and it's such a simple thing, is it takes 10 years to become a master. It takes 10 years to become an expert. Yeah. I'm not saying it's going to take 10 years for you.
No,
but think about it as it's going to take 10 years, because like you could have 100 videos out, and then you make on your 101th video a fucking banger. Yeah. And then, guess what? People trickle in and they watch all of your content, and then at that point they're like, "Wow, I'm a big fan." Yeah. And I personally, when I watch movies or when I watch like TV shows and stuff, I like to go to them when they're all already out. Yeah. So I could
like
just
binge
that shit.
Everybody's different. That's the other thing that I'm learning is like I'm getting a lot better about like, you know, I got to have this person on because they'll grow it a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to definitely, because I wasn't necessarily like focused on that. I was focused on like, I want to talk to them and it will help me grow. People are like, who cares? Just do it because you want to talk to them. If it doesn't grow you at all, if you get 20 views, you still get to have a dope conversation. Like, it's all good.
Dude, exactly. And so if you think about it, like, for me, I make music and I make and I put like all my money, all my time, like it's all I think about. It's kind of ruining my life. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm never going into it thinking, I'm going to be the greatest artist of all time. Right. I want to be able to show my grandchildren. Yeah. I want to be able to show my children. Yeah. I want to be able to show my family and be like, hey, and especially like me and my spouse, like later in life when we're like 60, just imagine looking back at these dope fucking music videos we've made.
When you're kids.
And this whole story like I'm creating. Yeah. And then we could just revel in
that. We got to get into that too. But that's why I started the car stuff, was like, these are my homies. Like, I want to just document like our times.
I like those videos too.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
it's just you and your homies being fucking dudes, you know?
And the thing, it's
fucking dope.
It's a bunch of guys being dudes. Yeah.
Literally, that's...
But it's like, it's capturing, you know, like Mackenzie's there most of the events. Like, she's in the videos, like Jade's in the videos, Matt's in the video. Like, my mom and her boyfriend have been in a video. It's just like, I'm going to see when I look back little clips and snippets of people, and I'm like, it's just gonna be cool. It's gonna be like I'm gonna remember those times, right?
It's the greatest. It's the greatest.
It's just video logging. It's vlogging, bro. It's like video logging your life. But it's also like, you know, these dudes, some of their cars that are in these videos are. There's a guy, I want to have him on soon. He's one of those that's like, oh yeah, for sure.
I want to go to
and
one
then
of
he
your
won't
events,
come.
by the way.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
They're
much about
sick.
cars, and I don't hang around much car people.
Yeah.
I have a few friends that are into cars.
We just got to strap you into the
deep.
front seat of a fucking 2JZ.
Dude, yeah, it changed my life.
Yeah.
It changed my life.
Some Corvette or
Come
something.
out and
some
I'm like,
VA.
fuck, dude, I saw a god.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. It's like It's like a.
And you're
like,
passionate as fuck about it.
Yeah. It's cool. Like I was never into cars at all. Really? Like just this friend group like got me into it, and so I'm more so into the like competitive nature of my friends. Like I'm more for like I just like the fact that like there's things that you don't see about people, and this we're gonna talk about this with you too. But there's things like these dudes work. Like I'm telling you, they work 60 hours a week in their job minimum most of the time.
On their car.
And at their job, and then they come home and work until bedtime on their fucking car.
That's so sick.
And it's like, but nobody knows that. Like people think they just buy a car and they like hop in and.
I mean, honestly, I would have thought of something. I mean, obviously, there's alterations they make because
tons.
There's
bro.
like
it's
a billion you can do.
It'd blow your mind.
Yeah.
Like they add so much angle that basically when they turn their wheels are almost 90 degrees. Like so that they can get angle like drifting.
Just go crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like almost 90 degrees.
Maybe in a little bit we'll throw one on here so you can watch.
I'm down.
That's what Mackenzie's job is anyway. But
Catch.
we still haven't introduced you, and I said I was gonna get better about that. And I'm like really, really bad at this. But it's like it's just a slow roll into things. So Jaren.
Yes.
Okay. But you go by Nightlife.
Yeah.
And you're a producer. This is what I wrote.
Mostly,
correct me.
yes.
Producer, engineer, singer, rapper, emergency services dispatcher, humanoid.
Yeah. The last one is very important, by the way. Because I know that it could throw people off, maybe think I'm a little bit of an alien, but I don't really produce much. I work with a lot of producers.
Okay.
I write all my music and I record all my music.
That's
I have an engineer, one of my good friends, Braden.
Mm-hmm.
He's a genius. At first, I was engineering my stuff, but you pretty much got everything correct.
Okay.
Mostly, like I just make art.
Okay.
I make art. I make stories. I'm a writer.
Yep.
I do.
What's super unique about you? Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah,
what's
of course.
super unique is like there's a whole storyline. This is why I really wanted to get like Stitch God in here too. So Stitch God's thing is like you can tell someone like, yeah, this guy sews jerseys. Like he puts numbers on jerseys. People are like, oh, okay, cool. But if you tell them like this is Stitch God, he has, a community of Stitch heads. He makes custom art pieces out of material. Like he puts one thing onto another thing.
Stitch God. I'm not even a sports fan. Dude, I want to cop one of those, but I'd be scared. I'm kind of like culture vulturing, because I don't even care about sports that much. But dude, those are clean.
It's so sick.
Shout out to Stitch God.
Yeah,
great.
Hell yeah,
great design.
Shout out. That's my boy. 100%. And we're gonna do a collaboration. We talked about it in the episode. But he's always like willing and open. That's why I like him so much too. Is like he's always willing and open to like have dialogue and like explain his passion.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool. Like when you're a musician and you're like, yeah, no, I make music. Hopefully I make it one day and blah blah blah. It's like I'm
a musician. I make music videos. I rent a car. I have girls dancing, and then I make music and I just rap to it.
Go home super lonely.
And then I go home.
Super lonely.
I'm fucked up in the music videos.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
I'm
Fucked
not
up
even.
every
I don't
morning,
write
every
anything.
day.
I just fucking record it.
Yep.
Get some women, get some cars, and I go.
Got to get that TikTok clout.
Yeah.
Go do takeovers at the fucking intersections.
That's all my
bro.
Instagram is
I
flooded
can't
with, bro.
do it.
It hurts me.
You'll see me on those comments, bro.
Really?
And this is for anybody listening too.
Dude.
Bro, anybody listening that knows, shout out. Because I'll be in there like,
what the fuck?
I'd be scared too, bro.
Are you an Insta critic?
Yeah. There's like one of the big sounds is is it Kanye? Or yeah, I think it's Kanye. That's like the I fear nothing but God or whatever.
Probably.
And then it's like a sound.
Yeah. There's so many, dude.
It was like one of those, and I was like, I mean, They fear going to the track. Like they obviously fear competing.
Yeah.
They obviously fear driving well.
Everyone fears everything.
But it's just it's fun to because they get so mad, bro. They get so mad.
Bro, that dude, you and my girl, she goes hard in the Instagram.
Really?
Oh, dude, her account's been banned 3 times, and she just makes a new one.
Oh,
it's like
God.
one time it was about, I'm not even gonna say anything, but one time it was about something, and then people didn't agree, even though it was very justifiable. It's just Instagram goes hard though.
Especially like political stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can almost tell you what it was.
I'm just glad that her accounts were deleted.
Yeah,
and I'm like, babe, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be posting this shit.
Damn.
She's like, I'm just saying my opinion. I'm like, I respect it.
And this is her, right? The one on your album cover?
The one on my album cover.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, she's the whole inspiration for this album, actually.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to my first album, I made...
What's that called?
It's called The Never Ending Night.
Okay.
It's more of like a trap synthetic album. Lots of hip hop-ish, very ominous kind of sounds, very gruddy.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a darker place in my life, 18 through like 20, 21. And I was just making like...
Dark time for everybody.
Yeah. Dark trap music.
Sick.
Yeah.
I don't think that I've listened to that.
And then I met her and my whole fucking perspective changed, and I just became a completely just better person, and it inspired like the first song. I remember meeting her.
Yeah.
We met off Tinder, by the way. Shout out to Tinder. Anyone says the internet doesn't create good relationships, you could fuck off. I don't know if I could cuss on this.
No, of course.
Yeah,
bro.
I thought so.
Yes. We're in America, brother.
Yeah, Tinder sponsor me.
Yeah.
You were a great couple, by the way.
Yeah, for real, Tinder couple.
And met her off Tinder, and I met her, and I was like, oh, cool. Like,
Kenzie and I met online
me.
too, before Tinder. This was 9 years ago, but we met online.
On AOL?
No, it was called Meet Me, which used to be my yearbook, which was like a knockoff of MySpace. It's like a big throwback, yeah.
I've never really heard of that.
Yeah, it was like
though.
it was like Facebook before Facebook. Yeah, it worked out.
It works out.
It's cool.
I like it. You know why? Because you can talk to somebody for 3 months just texting. You don't have to waste your time. And then once you actually have deep conversations, you're like, I want to meet you. Mm-hmm. And she bust down for me from Lake Forest Park to Puyallup. I was living in Puyallup.
Oh,
and she bust down to me.
I heard she bust down for me.
She did bust. No, she did
not.
No,
you mean took public transit.
I tried to kiss her on the first
public
day.
Transit. Oh, you didn't get it?
I kiss her on the first day, and she's like, no. And she was like, I actually really like you, and I'm going to see where this goes.
Damn, so you kissed me on the first day. Sorry, Mackenzie's in here. You kissed me on the first day because you didn't like me? Yeah. Damn. That's dirty. Okay.
That's actually funny. It's actually perfect.
It's not that funny. We'll probably edit that out.
No, okay. Keep it in. Keep that in. Keep that in later, Tanner.
All right. So you make music.
Yes.
Do you watch any podcasts?
Oh yeah. Dude,
what do you like? What do you think?
Lots of comedy.
What's your go-to? Sorry to put you on the spot, but
that's good. I don't really care. I really like obviously off the top. I like a lot of comedy, like Tim Dillon. Mm-hmm. I like Gillian Reeves, like Shane Gillis.
Oh yeah.
And Michael.
He's really good.
Obviously Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's like my main inspiration was Joe Rogan.
I just like comedy, like very, very like out there comedy.
Yeah.
People who don't give a fuck about what they say.
100%. Same.
I don't listen to like a lot of mainstream like I mean I'm not listening to who's that one guy? I can't even name any of them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, good, exactly.
I mean, there's like Ariel Tawani or whatever, the UFC dude. He's like a dickhead.
Really? Yeah. I listen to mostly just comedy.
Ooh, I mean, a music video.
Or just anything that has to. Oh, I love Lex Friedman.
Oh yeah,
love Lex Friedman.
Lex is dope.
Dude makes great content. I think he's the next Joe.
What's crazy is like I don't think people know Lex Friedman unless Joe Rogan exists. Like it's so crazy that he's put on so many people. Like so the way that my podcast thing. So I got into Joe Rogan. I saw a clip. I was like, I'll check that out. It was probably a clip with him talking to like somebody in the military. Uh-huh. And I was like, damn, that's pretty powerful shit. I go on. The first episode I see is like him and Brian Callen. And Brian Callen's like one of his oldest friends, comedian, super, super funny. You know who that is? Okay, good.
I'm deep in the comedy scene.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So he was on an episode. He plugged his podcast, which was The Fighter and the Kid. Hang on.
The one with
Brendan Schaub.
Brendan Schaub,
Yep.
yeah.
So The Fighter and the Kid with Brendan Schaub, that was like my next go-to. So then I started watching that more than I was watching Joe Rogan.
What do you like look for?
I'm getting there.
Okay,
So
okay.
after that,
I'm just as impatient as you.
Yeah,
But
I know.
This is gonna be the worst. By the
telling
way,
you.
the worst
Yep.
podcast in the world because I cannot keep my thoughts.
This is
Tanner
the thing. People
cannot keep his thoughts.
Nope.
We are going to be talking about who knows, like fucking Star Wars,
Yep.
Alien, like who the fucking
Yep.
knows.
Just follow along.
Yeah,
God
just
damn
try
it. Stop telling
or
us.
skip to the middle.
Yeah,
where we get
bro.
to like
Yeah, when we
maybe
get deeper.
maybe if you skip to the middle, we'll be saying something fucking crazy, and you'll be like, oh, I have to go back.
Yeah. It's just like, keeping track of this shit is not easy, dude. It's like, but you don't do that in a normal conversation.
No.
And like Joe Rogan can do it, of course, because he's on all the alpha brain in the
he's
world.
a producer too.
Yeah,
And,
but he's like all the alpha brain in the world. He's on mushrooms the whole time. Like he's really dialed.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
in
I'm
some
like
ways.
I'm,
I think
I'm
that
anxious.
everyone kind of you should be anxious because dude, you have everything you need. Especially your girl here, like everything you need.
This is new. This is day one of this. This is my Jamie. I'm like, Jamie,
I
pull it
said
up.
Producer, yeah.
I need it.
You got to put that on your IMDb.
For real.
I don't get.
Jamie doesn't get paid either.
Yeah, he does it. He gets paid in stride gum
And fucking mushrooms.
and athletic greens. he gives them like a thing of athletic greens after every episode.
Yeah.
He's like, now feed your family.
He's like, get in the fucking dunk tank. Get cold.
No, not at all.
Get cold, boy. So it went from The Fighter and the Kid. Then Brendan Schaub is like, yo, I'm on this podcast with Theo Vaughn. It's called it's one of my favorite podcasts. I just forgot it. King and the Sting.
I've seen that.
So he's
I
like,
love when they roast people's outfits. That's fucking
bro.
When
they roast each other.
Yeah,
bro. They're like looking like a fucking JCPenney model.
I do. Actually, I look like Abercrombie and Finch didn't hire me.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like fucking from Hollister to Target. No. Yeah. They go fucking heavy on each other.
Good.
And like Brendan's in $24,000 worth of clothes, and Theo's in fucking $18.50.
Theo literally robbed someone
Yeah.
and then just put their clothing on.
He just found a fucking rusty gold chain somewhere, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, what's up, boy?" No, so that's where that went, and
That's
now
where I feel like we kind of work out.
Yeah.
We're kind of opposites
Yeah.
if you think about it.
in ways for sure. You're definitely you remind me, and we can get to this right now actually.
Yeah, let's get it.
This is like the prompt here is like what's the story behind nightlife, but I'm gonna start like way back earlier. So. When we were young, you lived out here, in the country, right?
Graham.
We're from, I don't know,
Graham area.
Yeah.
I lived in Graham essentially my whole life.
yeah,
Most of my life.
which for like, if there's people, I know at least 2 people in Florida that listen to this. Like I know 2 people in Texas that listen to this. So like people that don't know that, it's like it's a rural
person
area.
From Texas definitely listen to this.
Huh?
Julius.
Oh yeah, word.
Yeah.
Word. I didn't know he was from there.
Yeah. Well, he's not. He's actually just he lives there and he loves
Does he
it.
live in Houston?
He lives near. He's like 30 out from Houston.
Really? Do you know where?
Yeah. I just don't want to say it.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I lived in Magnolia,
Okay.
like near the Woodlands.
I'm not very familiar.
Okay,
with
okay.
It's like 30 out from Houston.
We'll talk about it after
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah, because that's where I was.
Oh, really?
So I mean that'd be crazy.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna learn a lot about
I'm
you
not
too.
from there. We lived there for a year
long?
while I was going to EMT school and stuff.
That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a year and a half, I feel like. I always get it wrong. It
Were you
was
an
not
EMT
10
too?
months. No.
Oh, I thought you said
She-
we were
no,
EMTs. Oh, okay.
No. Anyway, so yeah, we grew up in a rural area. I grew up on a horse farm, like legitimately,
Oh, whoa.
like real talk.
That's sick.
Yeah, 5 acres, 9 horses my whole life.
Whoa.
Throwing hay at 11 years old. The whole thing, building
Yeah,
fences,
actually
whatever,
working.
all of it.
like a true American.
And
like
you
actually
were
working.
a
That's awesome.
suburbs kid, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Oh yeah, lived out. I mean, I was living like obviously like when my parents got divorced, we were going like
Yeah.
a week with my dad, a week with my mom.
Yeah.
Both of them kind of lived out in like suburban areas.
Yeah, my dad was in Puyallup in a very suburban area, so
my
it was
mom moved
different.
out to Idaho. I
Yeah.
visited her for like a year.
Yeah.
She lived like deep.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Deep
In the
like,
woods.
In the woods.
That's
Like
sick.
all we had to do was play croquet and watch the 4th Harry Potter. Because
Sick.
we didn't even have anything besides the 4th Harry Potter and then like
Damn.
a horror movie we couldn't watch as kids. And we would just play croquet. We'd eat like pie.
Yeah.
It's just straight up like country stuff, and it was fucking probably one of the
Happiest
best
you've been.
times. Yeah,
Yep,
it's probably one of the
exactly.
best times.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like living on a farm full time. I was happy all the time. It
Yeah.
was sick but also life was way easier. Like being a kid, life is easy as fuck.
Yeah, you can't equate that to
So you
anything.
started there, and I remember like rapper Jaron Yeah. Like I remember like
what's
that song? The do 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 do. It's like the trumpet type beat at the beginning. Or like,
oh fuck, I don't want people to look it up.
Oh,
but it was good. It's called Game Changer.
Yeah, it's fire. Like
good.
I thought it was good.
I was honestly, I was impressed with myself.
Had to have been
in my rapping as a 15.
Bro, that was on my play when I was like 19. That was like on my playlist.
Yeah.
Like I liked that song.
Yeah, I fucking.
But it's funny now. Like now that you're like a serious like artist.
Yeah.
It's just it's funny, but
it's funny
just because it's contrasting.
Normally you don't start with rap
yeah.
and then go into like alternative music,
like
synthwave, like. But the thing is like my music, like in this last album, all the genres. There's so many genres just combined.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just like such a different sound. It's just funny to go from like, I bet my new stuff, I better chase it. It's funny to go from that to be like singing ballads and doing like background vocals and like.
So okay, so did that change come when Nightlife happened, or was like?
Well, so the change. I think the change like in rapping just came with like my lack of interest in rap music.
Yeah.
After I just sort of listened to it for so fucking long, and I just was like, I need something new.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't do that. I'm like an addict.
How old were you when you
sort of
took
stopped
something
it?
New? Yeah.
I'd say when I first started my first album.
Did something tell you that you should make an album in specifically this genre? Why not pop? Why not country? Why not rock? Why
I think it's just because I
indie?
listened to rap music like my whole life. Like,
Right. Okay. So, but this
where it happened for this one.
So the first album you said was trap.
It was like trappish, like
but
very,
like still definitely like EDM influenced. Like
it had a lot of like very very fast paced and like aggressive different genres like in it.
Yeah. We'll have to listen to some of it. But
you should definitely check that one out if you like trappy music.
I do.
And it was like more like gritty and like. I was in like a hardship and I was like trying to prove myself and I was like I was just being like, I was just going around, not necessarily trapping, but like I was just like hanging out with certain people and I was just, doing certain things.
Yeah.
And it just kind of came and then I was always making very melodic sounds.
Yeah.
I was always making like singing kind of aesthetic songs.
Right. You've always been kind of like the
melodic.
auto-tuney like
sort of a way like
I don't know how to like describe what that sound is, but
I think it's mostly just like melodies. I was always like instead of just like doing something like Jay-Z would do where he would be like more like I spit it I was more like na 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 like I was writing
the music.
I was writing the music.
Yeah.
And it just kind of evolved to where it was like I was listening to I remember Birds in the Trap sing McKnight by Travis Scott. That changed a lot for me. 2016.
Interesting.
And I was like, wow, this is cool. And I was like starting to sort of formulate my old songs. So I took a lot of old songs that I made that were originally rap.
Yeah.
And I sort of changed certain things around about it. And I was like starting to sing my lyrics.
So are your lyrics always the same? Have they always been like the same kind of, I mean, obviously like you go from the hardship, like chip on your shoulder to like happier, but have the lyrics has your writing style been the same?
No.
No? Oh.
I think my writing style changed a lot.
That's cool.
I think my writing style changed a lot because normally I would just like kind of write it. I would sit there and I would write it listening to the beat and I would write it down and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then I would go in and I would record it for like my first album.
So very like 8 Mile, like Marshall Mathers.
I would be sitting
like
on the bus
like,
and like you'd hear like every once in a while I'd be like, I'ma go up, and then it would skip and it would go to instrumental and then it'd be like, and I'm a butt.
Right. You'd get like certain parts at a time? Okay.
So it was like a puzzle. At a time and then, dude, everything in music is a puzzle.
But I feel like if I was going, I've thought about this. I've been a decent writer. I've got a decently sized brain on me.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like I could probably write country music. It's pretty simple. It's not that crazy. But it's all the good country music is like heartbreak. So it's like, I mean.
But dude, I have no room to talk. I mean, not to say all my stuff is heartbreak, but a lot of especially my first album stemmed from like me not being able to find somebody I felt like was mutual with me. And stuff like that. But like.
I just feel like mine would be like, my story writing process would be like, it would be like a story.
Oh, dude,
in the Stitch God episode, I talked about a song because him and I go back and forth about music so much. But I talked about a song, and it's just it's not like it's my favorite song. It's just a good example. Again, it's a song called "Secrets" by Tyler Braden, and it's like
I remember what you're talking about.
It's just like the way that
it sets everything up.
It's like a fucking movie. Like it's a story,
dude. Exactly.
You can see what's happening.
That's the best thing.
That's where like I wouldn't be able to write puzzle pieces and put them together. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe.
The thing is that I make and to quote Bob Ross, the main one.
Happy mistakes.
Happy mistakes, happy accidents, and I will go through and I will be in the booth for 3 to 4 hours. I will skip lunch, I'll skip dinner, and I'll be there for 5 to 6 hours, and I'll be like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting anywhere. I will do something, and I will just plug in, which means, like, essentially I have all the tools I need, like all the plugins, everything I need, and I'll get my headphones on, and I'll play the beat, and I will just somehow spaz in, like, 30 minutes. And I would just make as much as I could, and somehow it just turns out to be something great. And I will see, this is where we were getting into writing styles. Yeah. My writing style changed from my first album to my second album when I started just freestyling everything. Yeah. This album, a lot of the things were just like taken from freestyles.
This is called Relics of Angelic Her. Okay. What does that mean?
So it's a part of the whole story that I'm creating.
Okay. So we'll get into this then.
Yes.
But
it's a part of the whole story I'm creating. But for this album, I would go through and I will sit there and I will freestyle for like 3 hours.
Damn.
Until I get the certain melody and certain lyrics that I want.
Yeah.
And I'm just pulling exactly from my brain and I'm putting it there. And then I will go through and I will write based off of the concept that I had off of my freestyles. Yeah. So I'll be like, oh, I really like what I said here, and I'm going to build off of that. Right. And eventually I just have a theme, and eventually I have a whole concept, and it's like something that I truly believe in, and I'm like, wow, this is so cool.
That is sick.
It's just picking apart pieces, and you're finding the right pieces to put. And during like live performance, you pick certain plugins that kind of change your vocals, and then you become in a different mood. And then obviously it just keeps building off of each other. And energy is so important. Like a lot of people who get into the booth and they're not feeling it, don't stop. Do not stop. You should push it.
Yeah? Oh,
push yourself for an hour to an hour and a half. If you have to take a break, but always come back. Never go to bed thinking you didn't accomplish anything. You should never go to bed thinking. You should never go to bed and close your eyes and be like, because when you close your eyes and you're like, fuck, I should have done this, should have done that,
that's where you got to like get out of bed and go back.
Then you will not sleep at all.
Yeah, true.
And then you're going to be stuck in the same position that you were when you came back.
And it's all like negative self-talk too the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
which is not
first
good.
of all, never be alone with your thoughts.
Yeah.
Never be alone with your thoughts.
Believe me, I know about it.
It's healthy, but it's not good for you.
Last night, I'm like laying in bed, and I'm like, I wasn't necessarily tired, but I'm just laying there, and I'm like, turn on the TV. She's like, no, just go to bed. And I'm like, I'm gonna play a game on my phone. She's like, no, just go to bed. I'm like, you don't understand.
First of all, I always sleep with the TV on a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I will have Haley. She'll put on like a show or like an anime or like a cartoon.
What's your show? What's your like go-to?
I have a lot. We've actually watching. Well, we've watched a lot of like comedy cartoon shows.
Like American Dad, Family Guy.
Yeah, but like newer ones.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty we really like.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers is pretty good.
Okay, so
stuff like that.
Our go-to every now and then. We doing good on time? It's like no. Okay. Cool. I don't want you to be like, oh damn, it wasn't recording for 20 minutes.
It's okay. We'll just be here for 4 hours.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have shit to do, bro.
Dude,
I wanted to do 2 of these. I actually got
a day off, like where I can just relax.
Yeah, it's nice. This shit's really fun too, dude. Like I still feel like we haven't even fucking broken the first break part
yet. That's good because I'm
There's a lot
fucking
to go.
ready.
Yeah, you're
I have my coffee.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
really
good.
Ready, dude.
You've got a plethora of beverages.
Now that you mentioned that. Perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go. We're lined up. Okay, so a question that just came into my head. Yeah. So I asked on my Instagram. This is the other thing is like, I like beg for engagement. I want like engagement because it's not that I'm gonna change the way that I do stuff for you, but it's like I feel like people have good ideas, and people being like, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. Giving me the feedback. I can at the very least I can be like, it's a good idea. I put on my Instagram story, like, what questions would you want to ask a musician producer? 2 people messaged back, and it was like nothing really. It was like somebody replied to my story about like, well, I've been to 5,000 shows, right? Like somebody that he really has.
Yeah, just flexing.
But it's stuff like that. Yeah, and I'm like,
I want to sneak that in there,
bro. I have 400 followers, whatever. Not a lot. That's nothing. That's rookie numbers. But the way I see it, like.
But you want 400 dedicated followers who will send you messages. 100%. You want 400
I don't
messages.
even need that right now, bro. Like I want like 10. I want like 20.
But I'm saying like inverse to like how many followers you have. You want people to engage and like actually, and that's where it's like I think people start engaging once they realize that you're just doing your thing. Yeah. And you only have so much content out so far.
Right.
So it's like
and this is episode 3. Yeah, so it's like I'm just impatient.
Which is great.
Let me see if
post them up.
I always do this in the middle. Well, I want to see if there's any in here. Let me see. So yeah, like
I
there's
agree.
no
though.
new
I
activity.
really do want some engagement.
Yeah.
I just think I need to post more and make more content online because I think most of my engagement obviously is going to come from online, like
Right.
everybody.
I did one poll that this is actually really interesting. Yeah. There's a rapper who I'm gonna have on soon.
Oh, cool.
Real deal rap artist, not like any subgenres, like rap artist.
Like legit.
But
rap.
he does. I've met him at 2 or 3 different EDM shows now at the venues, and he really wants to come on. I think I'm definitely gonna have him on. But
yeah.
He voted rock. So I did a poll, like, you know, what genre of music do you listen to? Rock, pop, rap, or country? I've got, I don't know, 12 votes. Rock wins. Crazy.
You know what's
I was
great
not
about
expecting that. I was expecting either pop or rap.
I love that because,
Yeah.
dude, rock. I've learned to appreciate rock so much.
Yeah.
Like lately, I do a lot of like rock elements in some of my songs where I kind of layer my vocals and I go very grudgy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of time it's for the chorus because it just hits so much harder.
Yeah.
But honestly, like anything that has rock elements, electric guitar, best instrument out there. I don't care if anyone says differently.
It's so versatile.
I know piano is like the fundamental instrument for like every
not as
kind
versatile
of song,
unless it's a
but
keyboard.
dude, if you hear guitar, that shit makes you want to bash your head through a window.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel like you can jump off a building and fly. Like
I can ask you, you know, like what's an iconic guitar solo, and it would take you less than 10 seconds to answer. Like you could be like, boom.
I could say one
Freebird,
for my own
right,
song.
or whatever. Yeah.
I literally had
Was it you playing or somebody else?
No, so what I do is I will set up a plugin in Pro Tools and I will sing it with my voice, and then I'll have a guitarist come in. Like I actually have a song I could show you for my next album that I just did.
A little
and
sneak peek.
Best song that I've ever made, by the way.
Damn.
It's like it was me in like a position of like, how the fuck am I gonna top this album I just fucking made?
That was pretty fire.
I felt like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That happens every time for artists. You're like, fuck, I'm never gonna top myself. Blah 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 blah. I was writing song after song. I made probably like 30 to 40 songs before I made this one, which sounds like a lot, but if you think about it, if you're making like 3, and it's not like full songs completely, it's like lots of ideas. It's like at least 2 to 3 hours on each song, just trying to figure one out and then being like, fuck that.
That's crazy.
And it was just months went by, and I was like, fuck, I'm stuck. And I heard this one beat, and I messaged the producer, and he's like, yeah, and he gave it to me, and I was like, fuck. I just have just like a perfect premise and everything, and it just kind of flew together.
Yeah.
And it just came out so great. And at the end of the song, I'd say the last like 20 seconds, I rip with my voice, and it sounds like a guitar.
That's so
and it's
crazy.
just so fucking cool. And I might not even have my guitarist come in.
Yeah.
I might just keep my vocal.
Yeah.
But for the last song on my
Is it
last
your
album,
vocal like raw or with autotune?
It's my vocal it's my vocal raw with not autotune, but a different plugin. It's like a vocoder effect, or it's like a.
Is that like the same? There's like an instrument that does that, right?
There's a billion quadrillion plugins. I'll have to show you sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll have to show you sometime, like how you could maybe come to the studio with me
I'd be down.
Just see kind of how it works. And it's like there's a plugin where it sounds like my voice is like kind of rugged, and it just sounds like it's like muffled into a guitar, and I just go and I hum the shit, and I do the notes as good as I can to make it sound like a guitar.
Right. Damn.
And it sounded great, and I was like,
That's crazy.
This is such a good ending to this song.
Sounds like this.
Did you? Is that actually a switchboard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing is like I want to like.
Is there an applaud? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, you brought a sign.
Guys, keep
thank
it
you
down.
so much.
Keep it down. Stop throwing things.
Yeah.
Classic. There's this one. Classic.
That's
really
great,
good.
Yeah.
Classic. But I talked about this in the episode with Jade. I think it would be sick. You do this. You make music. I need somebody to make me like a quick where I can come in and like hit this to like start the episode. Maybe it'll be like 10 seconds long or something.
Oh yeah, just like everything.
Or just for like transitions too. Like if I know we're about to take a break, like I'll hit it and like that'll like fade into the
just
next
get like
thing.
a big
or,
nice switchboard. That
yeah. Well, like I have a big switchboard under here. Don't know how to use it.
What kind is it?
Behringer. Don't know how to use it. Like it's not great, and I don't know how to use it, and it's not practical for this.
Yeah.
Like this is all I need, literally. Yeah. And I like this thing a lot. It's a PodTrack P4.
So you're just trying to find ways to make it more practical.
Yeah, but like different soundboard options.
How long do you spend on editing?
Bro, that Stitch God episode took a long
How
time.
long was it originally?
So like it's not like it's fancy edit. Like there's no like fancy editing, but putting in like when he's talking about, you know, a certain place in Buffalo, I go and I look up the picture, I take it from the web, I put it on there so people can see the front of the wing place, whatever.
I mean, I assumed it's just like basic
but
audio.
It's like this audio track is separate, so that's on the bottom.
Yeah, of course.
Audio. Then this camera has its video and audio file. I can make it just do video, but the reason I do the audio is so I can sync up so that it's I hate when the lips are like a millisecond off. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, that
so
shit
like
would piss me off too.
That's got to be dialed. That's got to be dialed.
Yeah.
That's why that, you know, like I need somebody now every 20 minutes to hit that record button to make sure we stay good.
So as like overall, how much do you think? Like for like
So like the Stitch God episode,
how much did that one
I
take? That's a good
probably
basic one.
spent like, it's going to sound crazy. I probably spent like 10 hours editing it.
Sounds
But it's like,
good.
dude, 10 hours of my life.
10
70
hours
people watched
for
it.
a
But
3-hour video, which is really good.
Yeah.
I would say.
Honestly, like people don't think you have to watch the 3-hour video.
Yeah.
Like, so there's 3 hours right there.
Yeah, already.
But then it's like so the way I do it is like right now, this camera's on me because I'm talking. Yeah. When you're talking, this camera's on you. But they record the whole time. And what I could do is get a little surfboard where I hit like, okay, record, record. And then I can just drop them all in. Okay. It would save time. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep doing it the hard way.
Might as well.
Yeah. So it's like I put the video tracks right over the top of each other, and then I just cut and delete the part where you're talking for my camera, right? It's hard to explain.
I mean, I have a basic. I mean,
music production's got to be super different, but
it's sort of the same. It's all on a grid.
Yep.
It's all linear.
Yeah.
So
same.
I remember because I edited. I remember one time when I was up in Kenmore, the lights went out in our building, and there was just these green like hallway lights, and I was like, we need to shoot like a fucking video.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna release.
That's an artistic mind because like I'm
gonna release this. So we brought our couch out of our apartment into the middle of the fucking. No one came out of their home because they're all like fucking old and decrepit.
Yeah.
So nobody came out, and we just shot this like. We took us like 4 hours, and Haley, she was the one recording everything, and we redid everything. I just shot a music video to a song I never released, never will release, but it was fun because it's like we had these cool edits, and I literally did it on my phone, and it turned out pretty good. And I was like, that's pretty cool, but I can understand kind of the basic idea of what it is to edit, and I'm pretty good at editing like cover arts and stuff. And
it's just when you start to get into like
for this cover art.
Yeah.
I helped a little bit, not much on it, but like I obviously picked the location and I had the photographer take the certain shots and everything I do.
So you directed it.
Everything I do, I direct.
Yeah, which is
like,
sick. That's how it should be because you have the artistic vision.
Like for my first video, dude, I was looking for directors for probably 3 months straight.
Damn.
Everyone that I hit up, even reputable people, they were like, I sent them
it's
like
spendy,
a plethora.
Bro. It's so spendy though,
it is. But I sent them a plethora of ideas, like literally breaking down the music video by every second.
Yeah. Oh,
and they were like, I don't know if I could do these certain effects. Because
So-
all of their videos are just like what I was saying.
Yeah.
Just cars and them shooting. It's all run and gun,
Like
which is
continuous
not
shot.
terrible. Like
Yeah,
I can enjoy
there's something
that.
for everyone, but
But it's like that's not what I'm looking for.
here's a perspective you may not have looked at. Sometimes they don't know what to say to you. I only know this because one of my good friends.
I think it was really just because I said I want to fall from the sky and I want to end up here, and we're doing 7 locations for one day. It's gonna be a 15-hour shoot
For sure.
And they were like, I don't know if I could do that.
Too hard. Yeah.
I'm not no hate on anyone. I get it. Thank you for telling me. And then us trying to fucking do it, and I go to LA, and then you're like, oh, it turns out shit.
For sure. I think something to think about though is I've been in a position with my friend who does videos. I would say professionally. There's been times where people are like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, and he's like, okay, I can do this, this, and this, but I can't do this. And then there's just that like disagreement where like, no, this is the way I see it. And he's like, well, then you should do it. Like you should.
No, bad idea.
You should film it. You should edit it. You should produce it. Whatever.
Oh, like the artist himself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they're asking him to do. I want this music.
If you have
video.
an extra $10,000 just sitting around.
That's the other thing is like they want this, this, and this, and he's like, it's gonna cost this much, and they're like, whoa, well, let's take this out.
Well, the thing was, I did the research.
But his thing is like, it's his artistic vision. If he can't do it the way he wants to do it, he doesn't want to do it.
Don't do it.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I went through like so many people.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, I can't do this, and eventually eventually I found this production company. This one guy runs it. Shout out to Frank, great dude. There's just a bunch of these.
Frank, like the pug from Men in Black?
Yes, it actually was a dog, and he had a great Instagram. But no, I met these guys, and they kind of were in a group, and we were just talking, and we Zoom called, and we had a whole
storyboard.
Yeah, I had a whole storyboard, and they were
That's
like
sick.
really into it, and they were like, "Wow, I think we can make this happen." I'm like, "Thank God."
Yeah.
Thank God. And
real.
like we can shoot in LA because they already were located in all the locations I picked out.
It was sick, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we just watched it. So I'm not gonna like lie and be like, oh, when you were falling from the sky, it was so realistic and cool. Like you can tell it's a little bit like it's green screen.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Of course, you're not actually falling from the sky, but like the cinematography in those like what would you call it, like the jungle room shots?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Sick. Like really good cinematography.
And good transitions.
Good editing and
Yeah.
stuff too. Yeah, there were like a couple like slide wipes that were really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, really cool shit. I like the electricity when you touch the light. Like that kind of shit is
Yeah.
sick. And
It
it's
just
not
adds a little bit.
it's not that it's hard to do that, but it's not easy to do that.
No.
And color grading, like that color grading was off the like it was so good.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So good.
It very much so. I wanted to go for like a very, because it's obviously based in like a dream realm. So I
Yeah.
wanted to go for like a very over exaggerated, colorful.
Can we do something new?
What's up?
This is something that just popped into my head.
Yeah, what's up?
Can we break down the lyrics to that song? And
I
what
have
the,
them on
and,
Genius.
And what the
If you want to look it up,
well, I don't know if we can do that on the TV. Can you pull up
you can
Genius?
just read them on your phone.
Pull up Genius. This is another quick question. We're gonna get back to that. Don't let me forget that, producer.
I know where this is going, and I'm actually really happy.
Okay. Do you?
I think I do.
Okay, you don't. What I'm wondering really quick, it just popped into my head.
Yeah,
I've been working concerts forever, like almost 8 years, like 2,100 shows I've seen. I have always wondered,
God.
have you performed live yet?
A couple times.
Okay.
Not much.
Like small venues, probably like
Very
really
small. One
short
of them was
sets.
during the day, and there was
Yeah.
light coming in.
Oh, fire.
And I was screaming at like 15 people.
Yeah.
And it was
At
in
least you had
Oregon.
the passion.
I did, and they were like, "This guy's insane." I was
You're like, I'm an artist.
I'm like literally screaming at
Yeah.
like some older people, some younger people. I'm
fire,
just
dude.
going in,
You
and
got
like
out
some
there.
points they'd be like vibing, and then some points I'd just be going crazy. I just think that I need to be. I like this new album because I feel more comfortable performing.
Yeah,
and
good.
I just need to be in like a better setting and
Yeah.
mindset. But honestly, I think I'm ready to perform like live again.
Bigger. Yeah. This is where the question comes in.
What's up?
How the fuck do you remember all of the lyrics to each song? Like, do you?
Because I listen to them every fucking day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Listen
like,
to me. Like, you could probably recite some songs off the top of your head.
My thing, I can, but
Yeah.
here's my thing. I could take like 5 Zach Bryan songs that I know every word
Yeah.
to, and I've dissected hundreds of times.
Exactly.
If I'm on stage, I'm forgetting words.
Fuck.
I'm forgetting words.
You're too nervous.
I mean, I have fucking CTE.
Yeah.
Like, I just have a bunch of concussions. I just feel like it's so, to me, it just seems so hard to
It
remember,
is.
like,
Well, was a point at one point, like when I was performing.
especially rap, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I was
seeing Tech 9, I'm like, bro, that's 9,000
It
words
also
a minute.
depends on how good the audio is, like, because I couldn't hear my speakers when I
Yeah.
was performing, so I didn't know where the point of the song was, because I was
Oh,
behind the
damn.
speakers.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's why you
I didn't
gotta
have
have
an
monitors.
earpiece. I didn't
Yeah.
have anything, and at some points I would like kind of lose where I was at, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Fuck."
Damn.
It really just depends. If I had the earpiece in though, or I had like something that I could actually listen to the song, I would
Yeah.
not forget a second of
Okay.
it. But
Word.
I just think it has
That's
to
good to
do
know.
with just literally listening to it so many times, and I mean, my memory is relatively good.
Yeah.
But even if I didn't, I know the melody, and I think it's all just about performing, and you
Yeah.
can maybe involve the audience or something, like do something to kind
Right.
of
So
turn the tides.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. I've seen artists do that where
Yeah.
they're like rapping, they're out of breath, like they were just crowd surfing or whatever. They land and they're like, and then they're like,
I'm sure. Yeah,
you
yeah.
can tell because they're
I'm
trying
sure
to get
at
a
some
breath.
point I'll forget my lyrics,
Get the fuck
and it'll be
away
fucking
from me.
hilarious, and
Yeah.
I'll just be like sitting there like I don't remember. But
I've
that's when I'll have like a lot more songs.
I've
yeah.
seen artists like, we're gonna try a new song. We don't have it memorized.
Uh-huh.
Stick with us. And fans are like, yeah, right.
Exactly.
But it's having a good fan base is cool. When you're an opener for a big show,
Oh, yeah.
if you play at show,
That's when
if
you have to
play at a
really
music
figure
venue in
it out.
Seattle someday, and I'm there, like it's gonna be a bunch of fans for
Someone else.
person A.
Yeah.
Yeah. and maybe person B, but like C, D, you're like, they're not there for you. No. There will be some. Yeah. There will be some, but it's like that's where you've got to.
My fucking girlfriend and my two friends.
Your boy will be there.
And you, exactly.
Okay, let's do this.
All I need, actually.
Is this Wicked Sleep? Is that what it's called?
Wicked Sleep,
okay. Yeah. First of all, what does Wicked Sleep mean? Why is that title?
So the song kind of started when I first started writing the album.
Yeah.
Actually, my friend Brandon Julius, by the way, Julius the Prophet, came over. We were looking for stuff.
His name's Brandon?
His name's Brandon.
Oh, I thought his name was Julius.
It is Julius, technically.
Don't worry.
He was like bringing my attention, like, oh, we need to make a song together when we came, because every time we link up, we have to make a song.
Yeah.
And we just found the beat, and we were messaging them. We got the beat from them, and I just started writing to it. And before I knew it, after he left back to Texas, I had this whole song. But it's based off of, I have insomnia, and when I sleep, it's like, it's a big experience for me. Like, it's kind of feels like a lot of the time I'm lucid dreaming.
Talking about like sleep paralysis type shit.
In a way, I'll wake up like,
yeah,
like I'll wake up and shit, and then I can't get back to sleep.
That's fire. Sounds really fun.
Yeah, that shit's actually fun.
I sleep like a fucking baby.
That's
usually
lucky.
Yeah,
maybe I need to get head trauma.
Honestly, bro. Honestly, yeah, I don't get great oxygen to the brain, but I sleep like a motherfucker.
I feel like that I'm not, because I'm like waking up. Yeah. But it's essentially came from Wicked Sleep, and there's a line in the song, if you wanted to pull it up.
Pull up Wicked Sleep.
I talk about like.
Jamie,
because I've been up. I say I've been up for less and learned my lesson. And it's just about me struggling kind of with my insomnia and not being able to figure out like how I could sleep better, and it's affecting myself and it's affecting my relationship. But it's also just about like kind of the origin story of like me having certain dreams about somebody, like my soon-to-be wife, and she kind of inspired it by like me having dreams about her. And this is where kind of the whole story that I'm creating, the whole fictional story.
Wait, you had dreams about her?
I had dreams about her.
Damn, son.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Wow.
And now that she's in a music video,
yeah,
and it's kind of based off my dream. It's just a bunch of different I jump around in my dream.
7K views, bro.
Pretty good.
5 months ago, that's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm actually very happy about that.
So
people are engaging too, which like you were talking about.
Yeah. I've definitely noticed. I've been following your shit for sure.
I just came up with this whole concept, and I saw all these locations, and I was like, I need to make it to where I can transition from like me going to bed.
All that makeup.
Yeah, I have a lot of makeup on.
No, that's fire.
Shout out to Yessie though; she did great. I wanted it to be, because my next music video is going to be years later so this is like the intro to me meeting her in the story.
Yeah. Okay, so you go to sleep. Okay, so do you have the lyrics pulled up? Okay, pass it to me.
It's also just about me like starting my next chapter of my life.
Okay, so is that? So does it start with the chorus? It does, right?
It starts with "Yeah, I'm ready this time."
Like, do, and then it just comes in. I love how it comes in. I put it on my Instagram earlier. I don't know. I didn't tag you.
You should have tagged me.
Yeah, it was like I'm doing an episode later. I didn't want people to. I mean, I didn't say that I was doing it with you. Yeah. I'm going to post one today, like at the end of this, like did one with.
Okay.
It'll be out, like I did with Stitch God. But
yeah, cool.
I didn't. Yeah, I just put the music on there and just waited to see if anybody would like notice. But I like the way that it comes in. Anyway, so I don't even know the lyrics. Like in my
lyrics
head,
are
it's
fucking
like,
weird and fucking.
But
weird,
I know the
like,
melody.
Very,
but that's what you're saying is like you focus more on the melody. Like
actually,
I know the melody.
I focus on both. But the thing is that my lyrics are very ominous and metaphorical. They're not very straightforward. It's like me writing a novel, and I'm saying things that normally wouldn't like fit into context. Like it's very descriptive of how I feel,
right? And
it's very strange to everyone else because they don't know my experience.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's whatever. Just I think that is like creative enough to where I actually feel something to it. Like they're very strange and weird. That's all I could say, to be honest.
Like, let me see if timer's going off. So the chorus is, yeah, I'm ready this time. It was really me stressing you would end it. Can't sleep at night when I've been up for less and learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Keep the light away. Leave me wide awake. So what does that mean? This is a thing what is this on Genius? They do this. Like the lyrical breakdown thing.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
This is what you're doing.
Which I've always wanted to do, by the way.
You're doing
because I know no one fucking knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
You should read these motherfuckers.
Yeah, here. Let me see.
Nice catch.
So, I'm ready this time.
Over. Yeah.
It was really me stressing you would end it. Can't sleep at night when I've been up for lesson, learn my lesson.
Mm-hmm. So what's that mean?
Pretty much it's like, yeah, I'm ready this time is saying like, I am ready for love. Yeah, I'm ready this time. It was really me stressing you would end it. So when I first started dating my girlfriend, I was very like scared to get in a relationship, but I did feel like I was ready. And I was just scared that if I did get into it, that she would end it. And I did not want that to happen.
Yeah.
And I say I can't sleep at night when I've been up for lesson, learn my lessons. So I can't sleep. This is like in the era of where I was like really not sleeping very much.
Yeah.
And like when I would stay up and just constantly think about things, I would learn my lesson by being fucking tired and fucking a zombie the whole time. And then I say, keep the light away, keep me wide awake. So nightlife essentially is like at night I'd be up all night.
Yeah.
And I couldn't dream in
dope.
my dream state. So I would create these dreams.
But
No, honestly, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
I would create these dreamscapes in my own mind while I was awake, and that's the way I dreamed, was me staying alive in the night.
So this music video so far is
the intro to
the intro.
everything.
It's a shot of like a bed, an alarm clock. You lay down, you tuck yourself in,
and when
you're in your silk jammies.
And when I do sleep, I'm sleeping.
So you go to sleep and you immediately drop into the atmosphere.
Yes.
Now you're walking on the clouds.
Yeah, I'm walking on the clouds, and I'm in this weird dreamscape.
And this is still the chorus, right?
Fall through. And it all leads into a location to where I eventually meet her.
Yep.
And I don't know who she is.
Yep. So the next lyrics that you're singing right now are what?
So the next lyrics is for the chorus, is just keep the light away.
Oh, okay.
Leave me wide awake. And then I drop into the verse where I lead into the first location. And for each location, she comes to.
Bro, I can't stress to you guys. That sounds really good in headphones.
Really?
You sing pretty good naturally, yeah.
And
Does that
that's
sound
what,
good? Okay. Damn.
I'm actually using less auto-tune now.
Bro, yeah, get off that auto-tune,
yeah.
bro. All right, so now this is instrumental, right?
Yeah, and this is
This
just me
shot
and then pause
right
it.
here. Yep. Okay. Pause.
Where I first started this verse, this is just me talking about how I switched my whole sound and everything.
Yeah, and that's right now where you just started this verse.
Yeah, literally, like what I'm saying.
I want to really quick talk about this. So this set alone is nuts.
But you know what's crazy? This set part right here, and then when I go into the room with the tree, two completely different locations.
Really?
I picked both of them out to make it look like one location.
That's fire.
Yeah.
It's the color grading in this shot is fire.
So beautiful.
So you see that the warm colors, the cold dark colors,
and
there's
it
stuff
represents
that I don't know.
perfectly.
Did you want all of that, or is that the videographer being really good?
I did want, I wanted everything to be colorized, and I wanted this to be cold because I literally talk about switching up. Like my first line right here is, I might have switched up the flow on you.
That's
so I
what
might have
this is?
switched up personally and switched up the flow on everybody. So I used to go from trap, and now I'm doing this shit.
It makes me really happy though that you think that way, like because I am somebody. There's a lot of people out there, not most people, but a lot of people will. Like I notice that type of thing.
I stress over these every second,
the
every
little
day,
details,
even when I'm working, even when I'm with
does it make you feel good to know that people notice it?
It makes me feel really good. The fact that you even invited me on this podcast and was like, dude, hey, I want to get to know like your whole process.
Yeah.
And I kind of had the idea that you would get deep into this shit because you're a creative mind.
Yeah.
And that's just dope. You're asking the
We don't
best
have
questions,
to, but I want to. I want to get deep into it.
Yeah.
But
no,
if you're
we
like,
should.
Okay,
no.
All right,
I this is I
Some
see
people
this as
don't
my
like
chance. I see every time I go and like to a new place.
Yeah.
Especially with cameras.
You never
like,
know, man.
it's a way for me to discover what I'm capable of and just be able to tell people who I am.
Just like put it down on paper.
I'm very, very like mysterious on like social media. I post every once in a while.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that too about the stories. But okay, so what is this?
So this part is just the beginning. Flow on you, and I just
Okay, so just some like little.
It's not a hookup, so what are we gonna do? And then from that line is, it's not a hookup, so what are we gonna do? That was from when she rejected me and kissing me.
Oh.
So it's not a hookup, so what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then here's what I'm gonna do. The last damn thing I know, keeping you up in your room. So it's pretty much just me wanting her for forever. Like
yep,
being
and
very
there she is.
Possessive, and then she shows herself to me.
So what is she here? She's like a fairy or something?
Yeah, it's like.
Notice she likes to cosplay as like fairies.
She is a cosplayer too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it fits perfect because this whole thing needs to seem completely out of the realm of the whole story I'm creating. Because we're in a world of dreams.
And that we're getting to that, so keep holding off. You're doing good.
Yeah.
That little like death touch that like puts you back in.
Dude, when I thought of that,
sick.
I was literally so me and my girl will brainstorm. Like we wrote like so much of the story in like one brainstorm session.
So she's a creative mind too.
Dude, I mean, she cosplays. She plays video games like so much. She's very, and I think like we've both just kind of rubbed off on each other. Like her ideas of like aesthetic.
Hey yo.
True. No, I'm a virgin. But we sort of rubbed off each other, and it just kind of came out great because it's like it fits the theme. And she picked out all the outfits for the video.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, I see you with these metal like fucking cuffs and shit. I'm like, I don't know if that's you or if that's somebody with like a stylistic mind.
Well, she's very stylistic, and it was kind of both of us. I wanted like this sort of like Mad Max futuristic kind of look.
This is going to tie into what we're going to talk about later.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right.
So essentially, I'm up here. I go back to the dream space.
Yep.
Or like the top dream space, and then she's sort of stalking me.
Still there. Damn, son.
Yeah, she's still there, stalking me through my dreams, and I'm not getting away from her, and I'm just getting pushed through these different transitions of happenings and different locations, and I'm trying to figure out what's kind of going on. And I break the fourth wall kind of right there in the bed, just for like the video
being
kind
awake,
of And then I get to this location.
This is my second favorite, but it's a close second. Like I love this. Like the light work is sick.
And just the whole location. The guy who rented out this was so dope.
Yeah.
He
this was all in LA?
All in LA, 7 locations, 15-hour shoot. I
broke the bank
got
for
to
that
the
one.
hotel in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I almost passed out like literally in the bathroom.
Just because you were so tired?
I was just so tired, and I was constantly directing, and like they worked really well.
The butterflies in your stomach. Look at that little
I have a whole kind of a breakdown of how I sort of make the videos.
Yeah.
And I do it visually, like you were talking about editing and everything.
Yeah.
I just make these visual I guess just visuals.
Storyboards,
right? Storyboards, but it's all with like colors and like different locations, and it kind of breaks it down. I'll show you later. It's not really that important, but
no, I mean it's whatever. Yeah.
I just get very deep into like creating these stories, and this is just the beginning and the whole intro to everything. And it's just me being chased and me trying to find somebody, and she comes to me in my ultimate time of need.
Damn, son.
And then in the end, if you go to
Your
the
white
end,
knight.
kinda actually. Yeah, this shot's really good.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna have her tap me on the head again, but we were like, we need to do something different. So she's like, I'm gonna cover your eyes, and
that's fire too, especially with the back and forth shots.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so epic when the fucking lightning comes through. Cause you could definitely tell it's like green screen.
So how were you falling? That's a question I had.
Yeah, I was strapped up to this.
That's fire.
I was strapped up, like a Marvel film behind the scenes. Have you seen? We all
on the
seen
wires.
This.
Yeah.
This was like the Walmart version of that.
Yeah.
Dude, what I'm telling you, the hardest workout I have ever done, because it's like a
harness.
It's like a diaper kind of,
Yeah.
not really, but like, and then it connects to your waist, like your low waist, and you have to hold the whole top half of your body up.
Oh shit!
And I'm like this for like an hour, and they had to bring a ladder in. I'm sweating to death. You can even see it. I'm sweating to death in the video.
See, this is stuff that I never would have known.
And I'm just holding myself up, and dude, my abs were so. I felt like I had an 8-pack abs. I felt like Bruce Lee. And yeah, I'm held up in this thing, and then I do it to her, and she wakes up in the end, and you realize we were both dreaming at the same time. And then if you keep going,
fire.
This being is a part of the lore. His name is Nevfree. He connects people's dreams together, and then that's his superpower. They're called Celics. There's these beings all throughout this planet.
Yeah, I've been following. Let's just get to it now.
Yeah, fuck it.
I've been following that. So you're doing the nightlife thing isn't like an alter ego. That's not like your character, right? Your character's something different, or no?
It's nightlife is just my ideas and my thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a different story for each album I make.
Okay.
So this story.
What's the story on this one?
This is like a sci-fi fantasy kind of idea that I had. It's called Celics versus the Gretsch.
Yeah.
And it's about this planet. If you saw on the Instagram post, it's that planet with the two sides, and then there's like an ocean in the middle of it.
I think so.
And it's on this distant planet. There's one side that holds the humans, which is called Citan, which has like vegetation and has like plants that are enough for humans to survive.
Yeah.
And that is ruled by the Celics, which are those beings.
Record buttons on the back. Okay, the eyes.
The eye beings control this earthly part of the planet. And then the other side is by the Gretsch, which are lizard kind of people who live in the desert with like dangerous shit. And
So
there's
it's
these
like
3 relics. Which
it's like an alien world.
It's literally
type-
an alien world.
Okay.
It's literally like a future alien world.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find these 3 relics, which Nevfrey, the Selleck I showed you at the end of the video, is like, he's like on our journey together. So Selleck's...
You made this all up?
I made this all up.
That's sick.
These Sellecks, and then my next video is going to introduce the Gretsch, which I have a full prosthetic silicone
Already?
Lizard outfit.
Or an idea?
Like, no, a movie. I have all my props for my next video.
You already have it.
Yeah, lots of money. I'm telling you, dude. Never make movies, bro. Never make movies. You won't even be able to afford your wedding.
Bro, all my car, yeah, like all my car friends are like, never get in a car.
Yeah, it's
never
so true. Yeah. And I have this full silicone prosthetic outfit for this Gretsch, which is like this big lizard dude.
Yeah.
And like I'm hiring people. Eventually, I want to make it a movie. I want to make everything connect. Yeah. I'm gonna hire like voice actors and actors.
That'd be sick.
So Selleck's, they're the one-eyed wing people or wing beings.
But you're on this planet too?
I'm on this planet.
And you're a human?
I'm a human, yeah. So humans are on one side and then Gretches are on the other side.
But how do humans get there? Spaceship from Earth?
There's these underground, they're like tunnels. They're like, but they're run by speed trains.
Yeah.
Like
totally
super
separate planet though. So how do you get to that planet?
Same planet. It's just, it's divided by a giant
but not
deep
Earth
ocean.
though. So you're saying
Not
that this
Earth.
is like humans
different.
move here, you're like 7th generation. You're like
years
been
later,
established on
humans have been on this planet.
Okay.
It's like it's a whole thing, and then there's these 3 relics which hold immense power, and that's where it kind of comes into relics of angelic her.
Yeah.
Whoever controls is on my Instagram in my bio. Whoever controls the 3 relics controls humanity.
Damn.
So there's these things that we're trying to kind of I already
just
have
humanity
one.
though.
Yeah, well, humanity, because Gretches cannot be controlled by Sellecks.
Weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rules.
There's not really that many rules. I mean, they can, but they normally don't choose Gretches because they don't have influence. They're living out in the sticks a lot of the time.
So have you already written this whole story?
I've written pretty much most of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's like you'll see more. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to start to confuse everyone because my thoughts go very crazy.
It is like kind of hard for me to follow.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like what's crazy is like people don't give artists the chance. That's why I like doing this stuff because they don't give them the chance of like they see it and they're like, whew, okay.
Yeah, because
like,
I could literally sit here and explain it for 5 hours.
But like if James Cameron put out a trailer that was this, people would be like, this is so fucking sick. Yeah.
And that's why all the videos eventually are going to connect into one story, and then it's going to have a big ending, which is that cover art. We're going to do the last battle, and it's going to be a fight scene choreographed. Like everything's going to be insane.
Damn, bro.
I'm really excited for that.
Well, if you need a drone guy, I got you.
Dude, really? Okay, perfect.
I've got a drone.
My next video is actually going to be shot out here.
Sick.
You down for droning?
100%.
Okay,
100%.
cool. Let's go.
So written. I always like the credits. My boy taught me to respect the credits.
Yeah,
it's actually funny because I'm wearing this real life music or video thing. So we did a short film competitively. Really? Yeah, I'll pull it up on here.
You should.
Or Mackenzie will. But it's really fucking good. We lost, but it's really good. We were like the thing is our name for the film festival was Happy to Be Here. Like that was like our production company name. We're going against like the best film editing crew in UW. Like UW Tacoma, UW Seattle. In front
of people would be great,
bro. We were like so out of place there, but it was fun as fuck.
That's important. Michael Jordan in 8th grade got fucking cut from his team.
Yeah,
so
true. Who's Hilo Ways?
Hilo Ways is a producer. He actually
in LA?
I got this beat. So few of the producers I have to buy the beats from them.
Yeah.
I bought the beat from him. He ignored me for hella long.
Yeah.
And then this video came out, and then he came back and he was like, "Dude, this made my day. I can't believe like you made this." And now he just fucks with me, and now we're cool.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But yeah, Braden Murad, that's my engineer. Mastered by Matthew Walk, great mastering engineer. He just does like the touches, makes it sound loud and good.
Yeah.
He gives us like tips. Yessie was my makeup artist.
Yeah.
And like I just wrote the story, and I written and composed it.
Word. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, cool. Well, I've never like broken down a song before. That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with any musical people that come on.
That made me happy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. Oh, there's Skrillex's. I haven't watched this yet, but I want to. Skrillex did a set in his garage.
What?
Like he's coming back. He dropped like 3 albums all at once because he's been gone for 15 years.
I mean, I remember first hearing Skrillex.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna watch this whole thing soon, but not right now. Can you pull up Novellas? It's called Novellas. It was cool, dude. It was the first time anybody's like given me the opportunity to. Not only did he give me the opportunity, he was like, "There's gonna be like 4 of us, so you're gonna do like 9 things." I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Oh my God.
And like I don't know, he's got a lot more of the knowledge of like producer type shit. And we were working with 2 other people. Well, I guess 3. One person was sort of like our writer. Mm-hmm. She wrote like most of the script with our ideas.
Yeah.
We had like a legitimate filmmaker there with like a couple nice cameras, crazy lights, like really good stuff.
Did you guys go in and like do the audio like real time, or did you go into the studio and like did some of the audio in the studio?
It was real time. It was all real time. He did a lot of like Foley like sounds. Like we'll watch it. I don't know. Sorry if this is boring for people, but whatever. Fuck you guys.
Who gives a fuck?
But don't. Come back. I'm just kidding.
Nah.
I don't care. So yeah, there's happy to be here. Present.
This is actually the rest of the podcast. By the
yeah,
way.
for real. We're just watching movies, bro.
Yeah, if you don't like this, it's just gonna be a watch.
So what's interesting about this, I guess, is there has to be 5 seconds of silence, like 5 seconds of dark black space. So this is a requirement.
What?
Yeah.
So they kind of give you like challenges.
There has to be a candle in it. There has to be a certain line in it.
Dude, that's so sick.
The line is you always want
more.
No, it's like it was a dumb line, but they did it on purpose. Like it's a line that doesn't make sense.
Just
like,
so people could have.
It's like sometimes you have to be happy for the things you didn't get. Is the way it's worded.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not the way you would naturally word it. So, but this is shot at his house. Like that's him. Like he's the actor, one of the actors. That's it's so good. And like it's all color graded. He's like putting in a fuel pump on a 240. The phone rings. You could hear the vibration from the Foley. Like the I didn't know what Foley noises were. That's his girlfriend. So like we did that 15 times.
Really?
Until we got one that worked, yeah. This is like 3 a.m. too, like in the garage. We hand rolled cigarettes. That's what he was smoking.
Oh my God. Yeah, I love shit like that, like small details where you just kind of.
So he throws the phone down. Basically, like his mom's dying. He throws the phone down because he's like, I haven't fucking. He talks. This was done in a studio, technically.
Yeah.
What he did was like couch cushions.
Yeah.
Covered it with a blanket and like yeah. So it's like flashback. Yeah, see, it's all like hazy and vignette. Like we were using canned haze. This is at my mom's house. This was done it's 96 hours. So you have, what is that, 4 days? Yeah.
4 days to shoot it?
Yep. To do everything.
So they give you like a
like start to finish. Yeah, they don't give you the prompt until like hour 1.
Oh, so
and then they're like,
it's
boom.
actually a time crunch.
Yep.
Oh.
100%.
So it makes it even.
Yeah. I mean, sort of.
I mean, in a way. I mean, obviously people have more like.
My favorite shot in this is coming up. So this is at 11:30 p.m. You can see the lights or the blinds. There's a light outside that literally is the same like force as the sun. Like it legitimately can go.
Oh yeah, we did that in
so bright.
We did that in Wicked Sleep in the create kind of like a sun coming through the whole location. That's genius.
So they have this like little dialogue. She's dying and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and whatever. I don't know, whatever the fuck. I don't really remember. This is your boy right here playing dad. Look at that. We did that scene like 6 times. It got a little awkward towards like the 3rd time.
Look
at this shot, bro. Look how good that looks. Wait for the transition. Right to the candle. Ooh. Wait for it.
Yep.
Classic.
Great.
I think it's really good.
I like that.
This part,
you got a lot of context out of a lot of little time.
I wasn't involved in this part at all, but like I guess he wanted. Like I was like, video's over. He wanted to add this. I don't remember if you. Oh, he added it because of the line, because the line was so hard to work with.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you have to be happy for what you don't get. And then he lights the candle. So it's like the candle simulated like her life ending, a new life beginning, whatever. But yeah, it was just really cool to. I forgot why we got on this topic, but there's other people that worked on it. It's a lot of the same names a bunch of times.
Jade?
Dad, Tanner. On-site EMT, Tanner. Security, Tanner. Lead grip, Tanner.
Does he have like a alias or anything?
Jaded Media. His name's Jade.
He's really into film too, which is really cool. I remember him talking about.
He's done like a lot of and like I'm gonna have him back on 5 times, so we'll get to it, but that's FPV right here.
That's crazy.
So this is like what it looks like, which is sick.
Whoa,
and this would be what
fucking cool.
This would be what you would want through the forest shit. My shit's the slower like panoramic stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Like look, he throws the fucking dogfight in there. So fire.
Yeah, so this drone work is fucking insane.
Is Fly for Your Life by Gunship. Gunship is one of because he introduced me to them, one of my favorite artists, like one of my favorite groups.
Yeah.
I love this music. Like this like really chill lo-fi like synthwave shit is so good.
Is there any like cars that look like they could be from outer space? Because I need to really?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, you need to
get that fucking thing looks like a spaceship.
Yeah, they both do. I need to figure out a way to get.
It's also just livery. Like you can get a 350Z.
Is there any way that I could like pay some people for them to drive?
Yeah. Yes.
And like
if you
just stunt double this shit.
Well, for what? For your video?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Bro, they would love to do that. The thing is, like, you could sponsor someone by like you could put a giant like nightlife livery, like a sick livery on a car.
I already have like a design.
But you'd have to pay for it, and you'd have to pay for like a fuel pump or a set of tires or whatever.
I'm down to pay for whatever.
But it wouldn't be that much. That dude's cool. Shout out him, even though this isn't going in the episode. But his name's Jesse Gallego. He's a cool dude. Jordan Cruz,
honestly, I would love to get like a drone.
Yeah.
Or somebody who just does great drone work, and then like get a couple cars, because there's like it's already a chase scene for my next video.
To rent Evergreen, like, cause I mean it's hard to do this on the street. We could. I've done it before, but it's like it's pretty sketchy. What you want is like to rent a track and just set up some kind of environment. If for your thing, what would be cool is like driving. Are there roads on your island, on your planet?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There are.
Oh yeah.
Like paved roads.
Well, it's like actual like just think of like.
Well, would we need to do it in a tunnel, like to make it look good?
Think of like America in like 50 years. That's probably what it's gonna be like.
We could have fucking floating cars. I don't know.
It just has a lot of vegetation, like a lot of green shit, and then I could have I could have like a 3D artist.
Just put on the cover art or something.
I could have like a 3D artist just edit while the cars are doing chasing. We could do close shots too. So this is how I kind of envision it. After seeing this is a great inspiration. We could have like them drifting and like have one car that represents like the people who are chasing us, and then have us in like some one car to get away. Because the whole point of the next video is that since like the ending when she wakes up and she sees Nevfree, he already has a whole plan of us to get to the other side of the planet to get the last relic. So that's the whole like kind of concept of the next video is like we're on a chase to get away from the corporation.
Is this environment like a hot, dry environment?
In the other side, so the planet that we're on, or the side of the planet that we're on currently, is like green. Like it's kind of like that green room you saw with the tree. Like it's
really
like
foresty.
A lot of forest, but like it's very advanced.
Okay.
And then the other side's just like this.
Yeah.
It's just
like desert.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so that video you just watched is in Medford, Oregon. So it's a mob, but we go for it's 8 hours, but we go for like 3 days. We go like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And you could come out Sunday or whatever, but or all 3 days, whatever. The event is sick. And we're live. We're live, baby.
We're live.
So basically the point I'm making is like in the summertime, you couldn't really see because of the way he color graded, but it's like a desert. It's like dry as fuck. Like everything's yellow.
Well, at some point I want to, for the like one of the last videos I'm making, it's going to be like in the desert with doom buggies.
That'd be sick,
we're just going to be going like hard. Like
I would love to like help set
because you can rent out like a lot of dope. The only thing is that I want dope doom buggies.
Yeah.
I don't want shit that has like a company name on it. It ruins the art for me.
For sure.
And if anything, I would want to put like So I already have a concept for the corporation that sort of runs one of the sides of the planet.
Yeah.
It's here I got it. It's like this picture. I could send it to you if you wanted to put it up. It is this is the one called Blink Corporation. Like the Celex, it kind of looks like an eye.
Yeah.
So like it represents.
Oh, it looks kind of like
I made this and.
What's that fucking
Yeah, it looks like Incredibles, kind of.
Oh.
I just thought it.
No, I was
you
thinking.
just made me think of
That
that.
is
That's
funny.
sort of genius.
No, I was thinking of where they wear the masks and the triangles.
Oh,
Hunger
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
It looked. It reminded me of that.
That's pretty cool too.
Send that to me and I'll put it up on the edit of the episode.
I'll do that.
But
yeah, like something like that. Like I just don't want to ruin. Like my biggest thing is like I don't wear any clothing that has brands on it in my art. Like,
that's fine. That's all doable. Like that's you know
Okay.
we can find a dude like. It wouldn't maybe be a dune buggy, but it'd be like a side by side, like a razor. Like we know lots of people with razors and
anything that would just tread in the fucking
yeah.
sand.
100%.
And a lot of it's gonna just be like I'm also gonna have like choreographed stuff. I also will choreograph like the fights.
Yeah.
I have props. I have weapons.
Yeah.
Like
Damn,
just
that's
like
wild.
dude. It's like I have
Somebody like hanging out the window with a fucking
like
laser
with
gun.
big like guns and
Yeah.
shit, and
That'd
they're
be
all
sick.
like futuristic. And the
I would
hardest
be
thing,
excited with that, honestly.
dude. Yeah, and you should come. Obviously, I want to get as
Yeah.
many people as I can.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people too, so
Yeah.
like and you know
I
a
know
lot of people, especially
yeah.
who are into that shit.
Yeah.
So if they're down, I'll pay everybody like
Yeah.
for acting and
Yeah.
anything. Just
Honestly,
come
dude,
through
the
and
car
we're all-
guys, just like doing that shit. If you buy a set of tires,
Well-
it'd be like $80.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh
they're not
fuck
that
yeah,
much.
I'll do that.
I mean, it depends what tires they want. But yeah.
True. I mean, $80, anything, $160, like
yeah.
for like people who are, like anything.
They're
like
legit. Yeah.
anything that I could do to make it seem like a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I wanna
Well, what
make
would
a
be cool is like
Marvel
because
movie,
now I'm
like-
thinking about it. Like if we were in Medford, like we could talk to the guy that runs it and be like, let us come out Thursday before the event.
Yeah.
And let us, get OGZ off of my screen, please.
Yeah.
And
I
basically.
have no idea who that is.
Yeah,
him
we
off
get
the
him
screen.
off. That's
Not a fan.
Shoreline Mafia.
Oh yeah, I don't listen to that.
So, but we could have like a chase car, like just my like Camry, like behind, or like we usually when we do rollers and stuff for the car videos that I help him with, we'll drive the Escalade and he'll be out the back of the Escalade with the gimbal, like it's sick. But we can do that kind of shit with them drifting behind, and like it'll
Multiple cameras,
look,
and then we'll
drone,
edit
we'll
the
have an
drone at
FPV
the
guy.
same time.
Yep.
We could be there for like 3 to 4 hours, get
yeah.
as many shots as we can,
Easy.
and it'll look perfect. And the thing
It'd be
is,
sick.
I will be at a location for 4 hours for 30 seconds of a fucking song.
Yeah.
Like,
I know how
for some
that
of these
goes.
locations, we were there for like especially me falling, we were there for so fucking long for just like a minute of the whole fucking film. So
Damn.
that'd be sick. Like, and anything I can do to step up, just film or anything to make it seem like I'm trying to compete.
You want hands-on.
I'm trying to compete with like, which is impossible. I don't have a $300 million budget. Like Marvel. Like I'll eventually want every character in my story to have like NFTs, to have like merch. I want people to buy, like pick what characters they like the most, and then like rock like a Gretsch merch. I have like names for everybody.
That's a very like, what's the word? Like mature idea, not mature like grown up, but that's an idea that has been thought.
Yeah.
That's very.
I wanted people to be like, look
good.
at this film and this movie and be like, oh, I like this character.
Yeah.
Oh, this character's dope.
So
and
this leads perfectly into my thing.
Yeah.
So what do you see like the nightlife? What do you see like this becoming one day? Like what do you want?
What I want is it to be either like a TV show or a movie.
Yeah,
but
just
I want
this idea, or I'm talking about like your whole thing.
Oh,
Do you want to be
wanna
like
direct.
selling out tours?
I wanna
okay, so you
direct.
want to do like film stuff.
I want to make movies, but
Hell
I
yeah.
also want to score movies with my music.
Yeah.
I want to do like bro, Haley's been trying to get me to watch what is it called? It's like it's done by that one band. It's like a musical. It's a very romantic kind of musical. It's done
I
by
was thinking of
ABBA.
Sturgill.
ABBA.
Oh.
What's ABBA? Do you know?
ABBA the music?
Like their music, but what's the story called?
Oh.
Mamma Mia. Thank you.
Oh shit! I
Mamma
didn't even
Mia.
know that.
So I want it to be like my music is a part of the movie.
Yeah.
Not
Well, have you seen the
necessarily-
Sturgill Simpson?
No.
I don't
What
know.
is that?
That'll technically get taken off of YouTube, like if I ever become monetized. But you can throw that on. Type in Sturgill Simpson.
Who cares? We can make just a.
So he made an album. You're gonna love this. He made an album that's
a complete concept.
it's anime to his music. The whole
that's
thing, though, it's the whole album.
I wanted to make an anime. That's what it
finish.
started out as, is an anime, obviously. That would be like kind of the best thing. It would be like an anime movie.
It's Sturgill, STU.
But I want it to just eventually be like my music kind of ties into it. It doesn't have to be me singing and running through the streets like as a musical.
Yeah.
But I want it to be elements of the songs that kind of connect the story.
Sound and Fury. It's on Netflix. Like, it's the real deal.
So they made a concept, like sort of a concept album movie.
You'll see. It's Mad Maxy too. You're gonna like this.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Fuck. Oh well.
And it's also like Gorillas, right?
Do the 16 songs one. Yeah, of course.
Like that type of shit. I actually thought
Just
for
click
a long
that.
time that where
The other thing you could do is go to Netflix and pull it up, but this should play in order. This is the album. So
just play the video. Play the third one down. Oh.
Well, they're all.
I want to see
right or
how they.
Oh, they're not. Yeah.
They're not all videos. So it's. Yeah, that's kind of.
So turn up the sound.
I tried to look up how
This
much
song
it
is
would
the
cost
best
for
one.
this, and dude, it's so much money.
Like, this is his music though. He's like a country rock artist.
That's sick.
But it's like
cyberpunk kind of.
it's sick.
Yeah, that's fucking hard.
Yeah. He's got the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like what you're talking about.
Yeah, like
what would be cool is like the desert idea is good and easily attainable, but we could also like shut down a tunnel in Seattle for like 10 minutes.
If we're going to do that,
Chase
we
some
should
shit.
shut down the tunnel and film the part where I'm trying to get to the desert side.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
that would, because for the whole like first part, half of it, I'm doing like 4 music videos. The first 2 are gonna be.
I do
like,
not condone takeovers, but we would do it at 3 a.m.
I condone them.
No,
I condone them completely.
No, don't condone them. Incorrect.
I condone
Don't listen. Don't listen. He's trolling.
I am.
No, so yeah, takeovers are the dumbest fucking thing ever. But
is that where you shut down a whole fucking?
Yeah, it's like an intersection. It's like you just park in like everybody gets run over by fucking car. We do it legitimately. So like
we need to do it where we are very safe. And
I'm talking about like I talk to my friends in SPD and I'm like, give us 6 minutes.
Yes, that's perfect.
Give us 6 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hold it down for like fucking an hour.
No,
that would
not
be so
at all.
inconvenient.
Well, and we've done. This is sort of incriminating. I've never done it. I've been around the area where people have been street drifting before. What I will say is that it's in an industrial area where there's no traffic. If there's traffic, there's 2 trucks blocking each lane.
Yeah.
And if a car comes, they call or get on a walkie-talkie or whatever, and they're like, all right, we're opening it up.
Yeah.
Everybody stops drifting. They pull off to the side, shut off all their lights.
Good.
A car drives through.
See,
they start it back up.
I used to not necessarily have beef with drifting, but like I can understand.
It's just
why
the street drifters that are fucking annoying.
It's not just annoying; it's dangerous, and it's just like,
so dangerous.
It's going to be dangerous no matter what. But
yeah,
I would never want like an innocent person being killed.
No,
like,
never.
For something like that.
And we don't either.
So that's why you take as many precautions, and if you've done it a lot, you have people around who know what the fuck they're doing.
You can mute it, or
that's this is fucking sick. Though,
it's
by the
cool.
way.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, and
You've got to
the
watch
thing
the
is,
whole
like
thing on
I
Netflix.
love that because animation you can do anything.
What I like about it the most, honestly, is that it makes people listen to an entire album start to finish.
Yeah.
Because it gives you a visual. Like, not a lot of people can sit in the garage like in the old days and put on a record and like listen start to finish.
True.
Like most people can't. But when there's
a whole
crazy
storyline,
it's way better.
And it's also just for artists out there like who feel like they just want to push themselves.
Yeah.
If you have so much space to work with, you're gonna constantly be able to put places like ideas in different places.
Yeah.
Since I started creating this story, I've never pushed myself more creatively.
Yeah.
You have so much to think about, and you have so much to build off of.
Yeah.
Like if you just let's say you just make music. That's great, but like you have basic concepts, right? And you have just songs, and you go in and you record the songs in there. But then just add that, but like times 3. You have to think of characters. You have to think of locations.
Right.
And I think that I would love to do like animation a lot of the time, but
animation.
Now that I've already made my
crazy
first
hard.
music video,
Yeah.
With this album, I think that I'm just gonna go for like an animation feel, like a very fantastical. Like I'm gonna try to see how professional and how good I can make it look in real life, but with like an element of animation. Like I want it to be an animated, like real life kind of film. Like I want it to be very, very, like over the top,
Like Mad Max.
hyperbolized. I want it to be like Mad Max.
Like,
I want it to be like these characters are some of them are so extroverted, and and for us, I thought what was like a really good idea was our characters, like me and Haley, we're gonna be dressed in the most like darker colors, but the bad guys are gonna be super colorful. And I thought that it would be like a cool contrast, you know? I thought it'd be a cool contrast to where it's like, it kind of is like,
Also, just because you love wearing all black.
And
Same as me.
I'm very biased.
yeah.
I'm very biased.
Bro, if you ever need like a Mad Max type villain, I'm in. I got the fucking mullet and I'm 6'5".
Dude,
like,
I was actually thinking about thinking about casting you as the Gretch.
Yeah.
As the big lizard dude.
The swamp man.
No, literally, but he has like a full deck. I can't show you I'll show you later, but
yeah.
He has like a blade, a light up blade, and it like has like a futuristic hilt and everything. It's like essentially.
I'm down to help out, however, dude. Honestly.
And it's gonna be in this big, like we rented out. So the way that I found this location, I'm always looking for locations that nobody uses. Yeah. Because a lot of the time, if you go to LA, a lot of the locations have been used a quadrillion times. Yeah. And so Haley and I went to this haunted house. Yeah. Back in October. Damn. It was called the.
Yeah, and I know exactly where it is.
I couldn't even obviously I don't really get scared at like stuff like that. Like I'm normally just making jokes and having a good time, and Haley's they're all just going after her. 'Cause she's like fucking shaking and like freaking out, and they're all having a great time. So it's like I get to make jokes and they get to scare her, and everyone wins. But the whole time I'm just going through this thing. It's a huge warehouse, and I'm like, these locations, these sets are fucking insane. Yeah. And I somehow got in contact with the owner, and he was like, dude.
The owner of the morgue. He's got a ponytail. Like long hair.
Yeah, he's dope.
We kicked that dude out of a show once for some pretty sketchy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, no. Yeah. I don't care. I love the location.
Yeah. No,
it's
for sure.
Great. Seemed like a good
That's
dude.
why I'll probably cut that out just so that I'm sure he won't watch, but whatever.
Probably.
The thing is like I'd press that dude in real life again too.
Really?
Like, what's up, motherfucker? Yeah.
Let me just use his location and then whatever. But it's so dope, and it was like this green flowing water, and like I was like, dude, this needs to be the layer. So I'm gonna do. Fuck, sick. Dude, that sucks. I wanted you to.
It is what it is, dude. Like, you know.
What happened? I mean, off record. What happened? What happened?
Anyway,
which is
I'll
good.
cut that out. Okay, so you see the nightlife thing coming to life eventually as you being like a director for these ideas that you have. Yeah. Are your music isn't related to this though, right? Like your music, you don't have music about Gretches and
No, my music is more personal. I did.
So it'd be a separate thing.
Yeah, it's a separate thing, but it's just like sort of a world for other people to escape to. Yeah. Because I use the music for me to escape. Yeah. And I also use the world, but. I think it's just something for people to get into and just to kind of understand my creativity in a better way, and like, and who the fuck doesn't love a good sci-fi story? Like, who doesn't like that?
I'm not a huge sci-fi guy, but yeah, it's like anything that especially when now that I know the premise, you already know I'm hopefully gonna be involved with it, but even if I'm not, it's like I'm gonna be invested. Right, so
exactly.
It's like I've never been a Star Trek guy or really like a Star Wars guy.
I was more of a Star Wars guy.
Yeah, me too. But even then, you know, I never really got into it.
Not the recent films, kind of trash.
But yeah. Anyway, okay.
But have you ever been into like anything like John Wick or like anything like?
I actually haven't watched the John Wick movies, but I'm sure that I would like them.
Are you like a consumer of movies a lot, or mostly just like shows?
Not a ton. Yeah. I'm a big show guy. I'm a big podcast guy.
Of course.
But I movies wise, like there's a lot of movies that I really love.
Pulp Fiction, like
I've never seen it. Yeah, people get so mad.
I'm not really mad. I'm just sad for you.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I should watch it. There's a lot of times where we're like looking for movies, and there's 100 movies I need to watch that I don't remember. Like
This is the thing. 50 people will tell you to watch 50 different movies.
For sure.
And they'll expect you to do that, which is like, that's why I never tell people, hey, watch this movie. Because I know for a fact, it's like, dude, you're giving me fucking homework. You're going to really make me go home and think about I have to watch this
Somebody just told me to watch Bullet Train. That's what it's called. Have you seen it?
Yeah, dude, I was actually recommended that twice.
Cinematically, so good. Yeah, I bet. It's fucking awesome.
It has
been like 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, whatever. I need to get better chairs. That's like next on the list.
Oh, yeah.
So like this is a
You said you were getting rid of the couch, huh?
Yeah, it's from the music venues.
Yeah,
so it's like it's cool.
It's kind of dope. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting rid of it because I hate having like a cool looking studio and like a janky ass looking couch. But
it makes me feel comfortable though.
Yeah, that's what Stitch said.
I just recently like cleaned my house.
Yeah.
Like deep clean my house.
Yeah.
Honestly, underrated.
Yeah.
I love houses.
My house is
clean.
pretty
Your
spotless.
house is fucking clean, dude.
Not me.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah. Same. Like, yeah, I clean it as much as I can, but like,
bro, I'll literally like come home, take my socks off, go into the bathroom, come out, socks are gone. I'm like, what? What the fuck?
I've
got a magic house, bro. I spent hella money on this magic house. I like set shit on the table, leave, magic table. I don't understand, but
exactly.
Okay, so we already kind of went over this, but do you have other goals in entertainment? You said you want to like get into.
I actually before I made music, I was acting.
I was gonna say you seem like you should be acting. You've got the jawline and the bone structure.
I know. I should use that to my advantage. I actually wanted to make it a virtual band. I wanted to do like a Gorillaz type band, like where I don't even show my face or I don't any of that. But
that's
like,
crazy.
I kind of got some shit for that, and then everyone was like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
But acting.
Yeah, I mean, you could go fucking model probably.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I thought about that.
I know.
I know. Well, just because people think that.
It's like Machine Gun Kelly. Like everybody hates him, but he's like, that's a fucking model.
Yeah, he looks like a model too.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope nobody thinks of me like MGK.
No. No, not like personality wise.
No,
but
exactly. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I really just I think the acting will really just come in handy like with my art. Like, I did it for a long time. I think I still have like the record for the most like plays like being casted in for my high school. What's a high school?
That's crazy.
But yeah. I did that for a long time, and then the music kind of just sprung on me like midway through high school, and I just started making like rap music, and I kind of just got into that because I was just more passionate.
Yeah.
And I just didn't study like acting as much as I studied music, and it became better. But yeah, I don't know. For entertainment wise, really just directing, scoring movies.
Yeah.
I'd love to just make. I'd like to make maybe like instrumentals or something.
Do you have a favorite movie score?
I have like favorite games. Music.
What are they?
Some of my favorite game
Zelda
music.
is like a classic.
Zelda slaps,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know.
Halo, bro.
Halo. I would say Halo over Zelda, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
good.
opera music, I just got actually into very much. Like opera singers, they impress me more than.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, but they're using their whole body to sing, so it's like
they're using their whole fucking like
soul.
energy.
Yeah,
They're
true.
using everything to
Yeah.
sing. Like anything like that. I would just like to make movies and direct them. Anything I can do to have my hand in like a
Art,
creative
producing
wise about like film.
Yeah.
Film and obviously music is always going to be my number one.
keep grinding.
Yeah,
Keep
always
going.
gonna keep grinding.
Yeah.
I would just love to be involved, like, or have more people involved in it.
Yeah.
I'm not very much of a selfish person when it comes to my art,
Yeah.
unless it's like something very specific.
Yeah.
Like I have an engineer. I know a lot of artists who are like, I want to engineer my own stuff, and
Right.
I want to produce my own stuff because I want it to be like this.
Yeah.
But it's like, the more the merrier. If I trust these people and they have a good ear or a good eye,
Yeah.
why not just put them in it, and why not invite them into just like creating something better? I just think
Yeah.
that the more humans you get, and that's why people are like, you sold out, you have 1,000 producers and 1,000 blah 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 blah.
100.
But it's like, if people are writing your music for you, I think that's a little different than if
Yeah.
people are helping you.
ghostwriting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ghostwriting, which I don't have a problem with because I used to write music for people. By the way, like before I got into music,
Yeah.
I used to just like write choruses and like I'd get like $1,000 for like a song or whatever. But it wasn't like something that I just felt like they kept ruining my songs. So I was like, I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
Because I'd have an idea in my
That's
head.
the thing. It's like if you're the one doing it, there's nobody to blame but you.
Literally, yeah.
What would you tell? Kind of in the same vein as that. What would you tell like young music fans, like 16-year-olds that are like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper? You already kind of touched on it when you were like, if you're struggling in the booth or whatever, like stay there. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I've never heard that perspective ever.
Yeah,
So, I mean, that's cool.
I'm a little bit of a hypocrite
So what else would you tell
in
kids?
that way. But I honestly, for people who are just starting out in music, if
Yeah.
you're young or even if you're older, like
Yeah, I
older
mean,
than
true.
me,
Yeah. Just new people to music.
anybody who's going into music thinking, first of all, you have to have a passion.
Yeah.
You have to have the passion for it. You have to want to do it. You have to think about it more than most things in the day, because if you're just going through it like lolly-da-di-da, then you're probably not going to see the results that you really want to.
Yeah.
But for people who really just want to get into it and want to make it like a part of their life, I would say, first of all, get the right tools.
Right.
Get the right resources that you will need to make good music, because I will hear a lot of people who have potential, but their audio sounds shit.
Right.
The audio sounds terrible. They're recording on like something that's really bad, which is okay to do, but go to a studio if you don't have the stuff. Like, go.
What
and
do you say
invest.
to kids that don't have the money?
I would say save up the money, work hard.
I'm also gonna put this on Instagram, just a little clip.
Yeah, I would say save the money, work hard. I worked 192 hours every 2 weeks at my normal job just to pay for like a month, 2 months, 3 months straight. I worked as much as I could to save up the money. And if you're very young and you live with your parents, I would say just get the basic stuff, come up with as many ideas as you can, be as creative as you can, learn the software, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Learn the software, because that's what's going to make everything kind of come together, and it's going to click in your mind. Have you ever had this?
What kind of software, like?
Pro Tools is what I use. You could use Logic. You can use. There's so many things called DAWs, which is like how you make music. It's different softwares. A lot of them are very good, and a lot of them are accessible to anyone. You just have to you could pay monthly. You could buy it all in general.
Yeah.
Just get a computer, which is the first thing. Get a microphone. It doesn't have to be super crazy, and just start making it. If you just start making it, and then you start progressing, then you'll start to get into it more. And it's like anything, like you can also ruin it for yourself, though.
Right.
I feel like you can get too far, and then you start getting frustrated at yourself.
Yeah.
But that's just like everybody. Like
Yeah,
artists will get into things.
Yeah, it's like writer's block.
Yeah,
like
writer's block. Don't get frustrated in yourself, and just keep making the stuff. Like I don't really have much advice, because it kind of came to me naturally.
Yeah.
It was just I bought the equipment. I saved up like a year's worth of money just to buy shitty equipment when I was a kid, and I just started making stuff in my basement and making stuff in my garage. I would just say put as much time as you can into it, think outside the box, try to make a sound that's not too similar to everyone else, and just continue to do it over and over and over again. Right. I've been doing it since I was 14? I'm 25 now, and it's been 11 years, and I haven't made much from like what I've put out, but those years of me sitting in there and just making stuff that I never am going to release is actually what got me to the sound that I am today. Right. It's what made me good enough to be able to actually put out what I want to put out. So honestly, overall, people who want to get into music, have a passion for it, get the right equipment, and just make it happen. Keep pushing stuff out. Word. And don't get upset if something doesn't go your way, because you know what's better? You make a shit song, you just tell yourself, I'll make something better.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be a quitter ever.
No.
Like, in anything.
And the biggest thing is, most people... this is a good line that I've heard. The day you quit could be the day you make it.
Yeah.
So if you quit that day, who knows? You could have made the best song you've ever done. Like,
right.
It's just sad, because people will do this for years. And I've actually had people in our high school when we were rapping at the time.
Yeah.
I've had kids who were like, I'm so serious about this. I'm not going to name anyone, but
yeah.
I'm so serious about this, dude. Let's fucking make this work. And like they text me all day, every day. Like, I'm so fucking ready. Months later, they'd be doing it, and they'd be like, I quit. I kind of quit. I'm like,
yeah, it's just hard, dude.
It's just like, oh,
it's being impatient. It's like, it's like thinking that you can get one decent bar on a song, and like it's just an absolute banger, and then you're like, oh, I'm not famous though. What the fuck? Like, I swear.
Yeah, well, dude, you recorded through your headphones, and you fucking
on an iPhone 4.
The best thing is, yes, you should think you're dope.
Yeah.
But you should know you're dope within the realm of reality.
You also can't like stop.
No, you can't.
Like, you have to, like you said.
Like I know you're. How many episodes do you think you'll have of this podcast?
I don't know, dude. I have no. That's the thing.
How many do you want to have?
1 million.
Okay,
I want to do.
Exactly.
I want to do.
Exactly.
I want to do one a week. So I mean, I don't know. Realistically, like, I don't know.
I'd say that's a good pace.
Several thousand.
That's a good pace.
Yeah, like one a week is what I would like to do.
Yeah.
But working a full-time job and a sort of part-time job.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's been.
Oh, another thing for young people. Hey, don't quit your fucking job. I'm telling you right now, do not quit your fucking job and go somewhere unless you really know somebody that's going to fucking put you there. Yeah. I am telling you, you need money to fund something that's better than yourself. Mm-hmm. You need resources. You think that rich people get rich because they come up with some great idea and then they just give it away and they get money all of a sudden? No, they fucking spend, they go in debt, they do all these things, and they work hard for it.
Yeah.
Do not quit your shit unless it's like taking up, I don't know, all your time.
Yeah.
The only way
cut back on hours.
Yeah. Or if your job doesn't pay you enough, you should find a job that pays you enough to where you can do your fucking hobby.
Yeah.
And know that it's your life, and I know that this is all you think about, but that's sacrifice. You have to make sacrifice in your life, and you have to fucking do things that you may not think that is gonna. You hear all these fucking artists and these celebrities. I quit my job and I moved to LA and I met fucking this person and they put me on. Dude, you're not gonna be working at a Chili's and someone's gonna come up to you and they're gonna be like, "Wow, you look like a movie star.
Yeah.
You should come play John Wick.
You look like you do really good at music."
Yeah. You look like, oh, you should sign to my label.
Yeah.
No, you use the resources from that job. You get money and you invest. This is just like any other company. You get money and you invest it in your company, and eventually there's a turnover. Eventually you get money from it, and eventually you're able to live off of it.
Yeah.
You should not be going around acting like that just because you moved to LA or just because you go somewhere.
I think that's
that you're
great
gonna be
advice, honestly.
I'm just saying, I'm living a very crazy life sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, but also I'm living a very relaxed life, and I think that most artists need that.
Yeah.
You guys will go fucking crazy. If you're an artist, obviously you already have some problems. You already have some fucking trauma or something.
We talked about this, in the Stitch God episode.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
you did,
It's just like, it's
you
like,
need a balance in your life
yeah.
while you're working towards that. And why not make money?
Yeah.
Why not have something that you can like forget about something for a second? Even though when I'm at work, I don't literally ever forget about anything.
Yeah.
I constantly think about this every fucking day.
It's actually funny because this is like, it's leading to the next part of like.
Oh, perfect. Dude, these transitions are perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
dude,
what
you're
the fuck?
killing it. I wrote these down. Like I think about the conversation in my head. And,
Yeah.
you know, like it works pretty well usually.
Yeah.
But what I need to get better at is like commenting on how, transition. Like they should just flow. But
I think you've done great so far, honestly.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. We don't have to talk about it, and we don't have to get that into detail, but we work at the same place.
Yes.
Where I've worked for.
I've been there for 5 years.
I think I just hit my 8 years, but it could have been my 7. I don't know. 7. So how long? You said 5?
5 years, yeah.
Damn.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like that.
So what's crazy is, so I'm an EMT.
Yeah.
You're an emergency dispatcher. We hate each other. EMTs and dispatchers have always had this thing.
Really?
Where it's
What do you mean?
It's crazy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's crazy because dispatch doesn't know.
No, I think
it's
we do.
It's a one-way
Really?
street. I feel like where EMTs hate dispatch and dispatch is like, what do you guys? Let's be friends. You guys are really cool. You drive with the sirens.
I get it. It's authority.
Yeah, there's like a lot of different things, but I guess what I was gonna ask is like,
Do you want to squash the beef right now?
yeah,
you want to squash it for everybody?
I can't speak for all of the kids out there.
I am. I'm gonna speak.
I
for everyone.
left. Like I got out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, if there's any EMTs that watch this, and I'm gonna have like EMTs and doctors on and stuff.
Yeah.
Down the road,
I'd
that
love to watch
hopefully they'll be able to like come back to these episodes and dig through this. But I actually am a big advocate for a dispatch. I used to go up there a lot. Erwin and I
can attest to this.
Yeah.
Tanner is such a good dude to everybody. Like, honestly, he does not hold.
Some people would disagree with you.
Well, I would well, that's just because you're a good person at heart.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You have to give him a reason to not for him not to fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's facts.
That's what a good man does. Is they are respectable to everybody unless they give him a reason not to be. But like, yeah, you are, and you're very good, and you do your job.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And you fucking do your shit.
Not many people did.
Not many people
That's
do.
why I left, bro. Like, I started getting really burnt out because it's like, it's all kids now. It's all kids, and like,
Trust me, dude,
on
I
top
know.
of it being all kids, they're all fucking crybabies. They're
Dude,
all complaining about
This
everything.
is what makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Is me going
Yeah.
downstairs
It's all
and me
kids.
getting a coffee and me just seeing like preschoolers running
Yeah.
around. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like it's like, holy fuck, I can't believe I used to be like
Yeah.
one of these kids. Like, they're running around and I'm like, jeez,
Well,
man.
like, even when I started there,
They're so
I
hyper
was
and,
20. I think, or 21. So I was 21, and I had already been on a fire department for 10 months. You know, like, which in Texas is a lot of experience. Like,
Yeah.
I went through a lot in 10 months, like more than I did in a couple years at the place in Seattle. So, it was all relative. But I came over with experience. I had already worked 3 or 4 jobs in the service industry. Like I did a restaurant, I did Safeway, like I did several things like that. Like I had work experience, 4 or 5 years of it. I started at a restaurant when I was like 15. So like, yeah, 100%. I bought my own first car.
Taco Time, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Word. Did they let you work that young?
Maybe like right when I turned 16.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think Washington State.
I was like 14 and a half, 15, and I was working at, the spot. It's in the same complex as like Mongolian Grill and Sun's Teriyaki down there. Mm-hmm. It's the Italian place. Oh. So that's where I don't want to shout them out like that right now, but I will. I'm gonna have
sponsor him
on probably. Yeah, for real.
Just sponsor him. He'll put a fucking picture of it.
Yeah, honestly, I would.
You should do that.
I'm gonna start doing plugs like during those ad breaks.
You know what you should? Like, what you should do?
What?
YouTube ads.
Yeah, I have to get monetized first. You have to have 1,000 subscribers.
I did YouTube ads.
Really?
And that's how I have 7,000 views.
How did you?
You just
like
Google,
buy the
Google ads. So you can go through your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Go to Google, since Google bought out YouTube, and you can do Google ads. So your shit pops up in people's sidebars and stuff like that. You can.
Damn.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean.
But it's like you paying for views.
You pay a bit. You pay. Well, it's just you don't pay for views. You pay for it to pop up for people to like click on.
Yeah.
And if you have a podcast, and I feel like people, and I liked the picture you did with Stitch God.
Yeah. I'm gonna start doing that. We're gonna do one too.
You should, and it's like I saw that and I was like, this looks really professional.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it. And after I watched the first one, I was like, this is cool. And it just kind of gave, and if I saw that on the side of my fucking thing, I would be like, I'm going to watch this.
My goal is to get
And it's not expensive,
better.
dude. You can pick your budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick your budget. Just to give you a little bit of momentum.
Yeah. I probably will. Fuck, where this happens,
talk about
though.
Something about dispatch.
Yeah.
You had work experience.
So when I went in there, my thought process was like, we were all pretty mature back then. Like it was me, Erwin, we were like the A team, and there's a lot of other people that had been there longer than us or that had been there less than us but were mature.
Yeah.
We just I don't know. There were a lot of things that we did super differently back then because there was a mutual understanding. Like the supervisors understood. There would be times where we'd be driving. We have a pre-alert system in Seattle that doesn't make sense. Yeah. So we're driving in an ambulance at 2:30 in the morning down the road, down back streets, down neighborhood streets, whatever. We're just fucking around. We're driving around. And the fire department, guess what they're doing? They're full of ice cream and steak, and they're sleeping. They're asleep. They're at their station. They are asleep.
Why did I fucking know that?
I'm telling you that is true.
I knew it.
Here's the thing. When Uncle Joey has a massive heart attack and falls down the stairs and is dead, and they call 911, the timer has already started.
Yeah.
It takes them 45 seconds to get 911 on the phone, give them their address, and tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay? That's already 45 seconds. Then they have to go, the dispatcher has to go in to the CAD and fill out the information, which takes a minute, get the closest units going, which takes a minute. You're talking about you're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and the fire department gets up in their station.
Yes.
And then they go, oh, God damn it. They fucking wipe their sleepy little eyes. They get out of their bed. They put on their boots. They zip them up. They walk out, or, they'll run. They'll jog out to the engine. They'll get in the engine. They'll start the engine. They'll unplug the shoreline. They'll get the fucking garage door going. That's 30 seconds. The garage door goes up. They put the bitch in drive. Oh, they got to wait on Timmy because he had to take a piss real bad before they left. Okay, Timmy's in. Let's go. So we're at 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
Already.
Almost 5 minutes. They shoot for like a 6 minute out of shoot time or something. But, okay, so 5 minutes, okay? Your Uncle Joey has been dead for 5 minutes. He's not breathing. He has no pulse. He's apneic. His brain is losing oxygen. It has no oxygen.
Yeah, he already has brain damage.
Right. So this is not good.
Yeah.
What would happen is we would get a pre-alert. As soon as in the fire station, we get a pre-alert because our private company monitors their system, sees that a call comes out, and they send us, they used to do it. It's a little different now, but they send us to like stage for it. So it's like, this is happening. Once the fire department gets there and determines what's going on, they'll call you if they need you. Or they'll call ALS.
Or before they even get there, they request us.
Right, which
sirens,
does happen a lot.
I hear the sirens in the radio.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you come to this location? I'm like, you're not even with the patient yet.
That's because they know that it takes 35 minutes.
Yeah,
like, so they're, well, no, not even that. Like, they just know that it's like, it's going to take us at least 35 minutes to get there. So it's like, if it's a stroke or something, they'd rather have you on your way. And they're not allowed to do that. But anyway, the point I'm making is Erwin and I would be driving around and we would see a pre-alert for, this is like the fire station has not left the fire engine has not left the station. Timmy is not even done taking his piss yet, and we get the pre-alert, and we are 1 minute
Already
away.
there.
We're literally, it's on Cloverdale. We're on
like,
Holgate.
Literally,
We're 3 blocks away. And Erwin and I go like this. Well,
should we go?
Let's go save a guy.
Yes.
Right? So then we drive there.
Yes.
And the wife is in the street. An ambulance.
Yes,
right?
dude.
And we're like, all right, hey, we're getting flagged down. And they're like, okay.
Oh, that's so bad.
And so we go in, and we did it like 5 or 6 times. And guess what?
You guys got tagged.
No one ever. No, we didn't get anything.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Nobody ever said anything bad to us. The family was like, thank you so much for coming so fast.
Good.
No problem. You're welcome. That's what we're here for. Right? So it's like, why,
And
when
that's
you
the
have
thing
so
is,
many
like,
EMTs on the road working, why make them wait for the taxpayer engine
Dude,
to
it's
get
all
there?
about contracts, dog.
It's crazy.
It's all about them trying to make money because, I mean, I'm not
crazy.
going to go too hard into this, but it's all about people trying to make money.
Yeah.
There's obviously money runs the world.
Yeah.
And when they have the system where they can kind of tag it and they can kind of make it like lean in their way to where they can make us pay them money.
Yep.
They have us sit there and then they request us or like right after the timer is done for our compliance, they'll be like, you're canceled.
Yep.
And they'll be like, oh, you?
Yep. Our
Now
unit's 1 minute away. Oh,
now we
okay.
owe you money.
Yeah.
And it's all about money.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing is, but
It
it's
is,
good that
for
people
sure.
like you
Yeah.
could get there in time before anything. Like
The
you
thing-
took initiative,
Yeah.
which is literally what they should be teaching people.
Yep.
And that's what we should be doing.
The thing is, though, that like so many EMTs want to do that, but they're more scared of their company that they work for. They're more scared of getting in trouble than literally saving somebody's life.
Which what I was saying, like get a
like
job.
this guy
I don't mean to
lived,
become a
by the
slave
way.
to your
This
job,
happened.
by the
But
way.
yeah,
Yeah. So
100%.
like do what Tanner's doing because that's way more heroic.
But
to me.
now there's so many kids that work there that it's like the soups are so like tuned up that they're like, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Dude,
you're in trouble.
People are
breaking policy. You're in trouble.
People are getting on asses, bro.
So that's what I'm saying is like, I'll just stay away because like if you're not gonna allow me, like my golden rule has always been like if you can sit down in the board meeting, like if you can sit around the big table and you've got like, you know, the ops manager, the general manager, the EMS supervisor, the medical director. If you've got all these people there and they're across the table from you and they're like, why did you do what you did? If you can say, because a guy was dying and I saved his life.
They're not gonna be like,
right? They're gonna be like,
or they could.
they might, but I don't care. The point is that
You did the right thing.
if I can say something and feel good about it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They can fire me all day long.
Good.
Guess what I put on my resume? They fired me for saving
being
a guy.
good guy.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
company B goes, all right, we'll take you. Right.
And that's where that's
So
like
I'm
big thing I wanted to bring up with you too.
Yeah.
My whole thing for kind of the aesthetic I'm going for, I'm just a huge fan of morality.
Yeah.
Hot take. Hot take, by the way.
That's,
I'm a big
pretty
fan.
random.
I'm a big fan
Probably
of
why
morality.
you're not famous.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. I'm not famous because I don't put my name out there enough. But I'm a huge fan of morality, and it used to not be like that. And I feel like there always has to be a structure for people's lives.
Yeah.
And if you have a basic morality, which I think is like the biggest problem with the world right now,
Big time.
is that people don't have a set structure of morality to follow. And I am a Christian, and I kind of align with like basic like Christian morality. I'm not like hardcore like this is this and this is this.
Not
I just
Kanye.
follow what I feel is right.
Yeah.
And I follow what I believe makes you a good man.
That's the point of
That's the whole point
That's
of it.
the point of it.
And you can't tell other people you're not this because you're not this.
You can, but I'm going to
can't.
smack the fuck out of you.
Well, you can't because that's not the whole point.
Yeah.
You can't judge people.
100%.
You have to be the best person you can be
Yep.
and let other people see that.
Mind your business.
Yes,
Yeah.
mind your business and just do what you fucking want.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is like you mind your business, but
Yeah.
you did what was right.
Yeah, 100%.
When you had to.
100%.
And you just
I
followed
did a
your
bunch of
morals.
times. It's like one of the rules, another one of the rules that's dumb as shit
Fuck.
that I've blatantly disregarded multiple times is like EMS is not allowed per protocol to enter a body of water to save someone. Guess what? I'm doing it every time. Don't care.
Yeah.
This is
weird.
like
That's such
this
a
isn't
weird...
me jumping off the pier into the ocean to save a guy who jumped off. This is not that.
sure
I'm not saying
Can
I
you
would,
dive?
but I can't swim like that, bro.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
my EMS pants and shit have lots of
You're
stuff
gonna
in the
fucking
pockets.
drown.
I got my headphones. I got a glizzy in my right pocket.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be sick. They need to start doing that, by the way.
For real.
That'd be sick.
So for real.
Just imagine.
No, emergency glizzy. Like, no, the point that I'm making is like it would be like you have to go across a creek to get to the other side where like a dude, like cut his hand off sawing a tree or whatever. Yeah. But they'd be like, "Whoa, you entered a body of water to get to him?" Like, yeah, dude, it's fine.
Is that for like your safety?
Fine.
Or
Yeah, because they're concerned that like we would, like also die.
But who gets hindered by that? What, the company? Because you sue them because you went into a body of water yourself?
Pretty much. They just cover them. I mean, they cover themselves. You know how it goes.
That's so weird, dude.
It's all kinds of stuff. Like, scene safety is obviously paramount. That's like,
Yeah,
there's been a lot of times where I've personally called you and been like, there's no PD going, and you're like, well, they didn't say blah, blah, blah. And it's like the big disconnect comes with people where like EMTs have been in knee deep needles and fucking feces and dead cats.
That's why I can't do your job, bro.
But that's what I'm saying is like, but dispatch has to understand that like we may just we get an address and we're like, this is gonna be in the complaint is like the landlord, this person has anxiety because they were talking to their landlord earlier and they got really upset. Right? Those are the notes, and like your notes are like shortness of breath, anxiety.
Yeah.
My notes are like, that's a crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
She was fucking throwing shit out her window and like sliced her arm open, right? Like I see things differently than dispatch does.
Well, yeah, because you guys are there, and by the way, that's like why I could never do that job, man. Like I don't. Also, it's I'm very tolerant, and I'm very good at like not losing my cool.
It's pretty hard out there.
But I don't want to be in a situation where like I have to deal with people in Seattle. Like I don't want to deal with that. I can't deal with that.
It's hard, dude. It's like
I'm sure I could. I'm sure I'd be very good,
you can because you have the compassion to do it.
Yeah.
But there's been people that have said that like I treat homeless people poorly or whatever, and it's like you don't understand. Like it's not that at all.
Most people who say
it's like I treat people that treat us like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't go out of my way to make sure that they're nice and warm and whatever.
Yeah.
I'll do like my job. I'll do what I need to do legally. I'll do what I need to do medically.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let somebody suffer. Like if somebody's like hypothermic, I'm giving them a blanket. But when they're like do your job, bitch. Give me a blanket. Give me some hot packs, bitch. Like. No, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
And then you have partners that
you're able to call me a bitch. You're not dying, dog.
And then you'll have partners up front that are like,
"Oh my god,
are you really not going to give them a blanket?"
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
no, I'm not. They'll be fine.
Disrespectful.
So it's just shit like dealing with that shit all the time.
I
just
don't
like there's so many like white knights that are like,
and like you were saying in the last few podcasts, you were like, you can't go from fucking working as that to fucking waiting tables.
It's hard, dude. Yeah, like
I believe that.
That's why I do a little bit of everything. Like I can't ever walk away from EMS.
No.
I'm never gonna want to
unless you have like.
We'll see.
Really?
I may like it just depends. Like I really like helping people.
That's good.
Well,
you can help people.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like being a security manager at a big music venue in Seattle.
True,
like. People have been shot outside. People have overdosed inside. People have seizures all the time. People pass out all the time. People get knocked out. Yeah. People get stabbed. People get, like I said, shot.
What's the craziest moment you've had there?
I'm surprised you asked this because I was like thinking my podcast would be mostly talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this for too long because this is a conversation that goes for 2 hours. I'm going to have a couple like fans of shows come on sick. And I'm gonna just like talk like an old dude that's been to a bunch of shows and a young person just like have them ask me that.
Tell me one of the stories. Just tell me something.
There's tons. Like one of the craziest people.
Tell me the one about the guy I'm renting the place. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, for real. No. That's not a crazy story at all. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah, I
believe
it.
Like
I've seen it.
People ask me the craziest thing I've ever seen there, and I say, "What's crazy to you?" Right. So answer me that. What's crazy to you?
Something so obscure that it's like right after it happened, you were like, I need to tell someone about this.
Okay. it's weird with like EMS, like real EMS brains. We don't really do that, but
Or at least
I mean, there's been a lot. Like, are you looking for like a death story? Are you looking for like a gory story? Are you looking for like a fucking crazy, is insane
those
story?
all sound very good.
Yeah, they're all great.
Tell me something like about an artist.
Okay.
No, you don't have to name any names.
Okay, like
or you
specifically
could, to make it a little juicy.
like something bad, something
that
good,
like you didn't expect, like you knew
really
an artist
wholesome.
and you didn't expect them to act like that. Is that
okay.
what happened?
Yellow Wolf, big fan of Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Oh, of course.
Okay. I'm a
Don't make me go pop
Yep.
the trunk. Dude, I was in Maui with my family. Where
You
I
got an old
proposed
Mossberg
to
and a Mozzie.
Anyway. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, no, I love Yellow Wolf. So don't meet your heroes. That's what they tell you. So I'm working Yellow Wolf the first year. I end up not getting to like really see any of his set. I'm super upset by that. I'm like busy. They like stick me outside. I was like new.
Yeah.
I was like maybe 2 years in. I was probably less than that. And I was working. This is like the days when I've been doing that for 8 years. So these are like the days where you have to work at the front door for 2 years before you even get to come inside to do the easy jobs inside.
Yeah.
Now it's like you can be there for a month and you're a fucking lead. Like it's just the system has changed so much and it sucks. But
especially with like everything that's happened.
yeah. So well, it's just like hiring like a lot of our good staff when our security company got purchased by when our security people got bought out basically by a third-party security company, they all left. Jamie,
please.
So it was just one of those things where it was like they were all salty, so they all left. So then we hired a bunch of kids, and then the kids, So anyway,
nah, not the kids.
what was my fucking
Not the
story?
kids. Yellow Wolf.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, that was probably really low. Sorry.
Edit that.
Yeah.
Jamie.
So.
First of all, I gotta get the.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Classic. I always think of the Luke Combs song when that happens. So I didn't get to, I was stuck outside. I didn't get to see the show. Maybe like 5 minutes of it. And at that point I was like, fuck, I don't even want to see it. Like
You missed all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
And then it was like the people there were just being so fucking annoying, blah, blah.
Like his people, like his
No,
crew?
like
Or
just the fans.
Yeah.
So then like 2 years, like he didn't come the next year. Like 2 years later, I'm on like year 4. Now I'm inside. I'm a rover. I'm like the medical team manager, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm in. Like I'm the guy for the show. So I'm in there.
Yeah.
Busy as fuck, blah, blah, blah. But I run across him. Like we have a moment where I have to go pop the door for them to come in the back.
Okay.
So I like pop the door and I see him and I'm like, ooh. And I've come up in my job because I'm not easily starstruck. Yeah. I may be starstruck, but I'm not like, oh my God, big fan, bro. Yeah. Like there's so many people that do that and it's like super unprofessional. Or like,
dude,
really quick picture or really quick
I'm
autograph.
not like, I see somebody and I'm like, nah, dude. Even like as a kid, like I saw
Post Malone
PewDiePie.
like,
I saw PewDiePie at Disneyland.
That's sick.
And I was like big into PewDiePie at the time.
Damn.
And I was like, that's cool. And I just like, I was like, I'm not gonna annoy him.
Yeah.
Because I know, like
they're
I
real
wouldn't
people,
want
bro.
To annoy me.
Yes, exactly.
Because I feel like if I start respecting people like that now,
Yeah.
then maybe some way people won't. But like
98% of human beings do not think that way.
Well, 98% of human beings, which you can't blame them because if you're really into something, people don't think of it through other people's shoes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you pop the door open for Yellow.
Yeah,
and
so he was like, I was kind of like, I said something generic, like, "What's up, guys?" No one said anything to me. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then I like go up, and I remember he was wearing like really sick like snakeskin boots. I was like, "Damn, bro, those boots are sick."
That's so something.
He literally like was on his phone. He like looked
such a Florida.
He
fucking...
looked back down this Alabama, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I looked back down the stairs, or he looked back down the stairs while he's on so he's walking up like 5 steps higher than me. I see his boots. I'm like, "Damn, bro, those boots are sick." And he like is on the phone. He like turns and looks back at me. And like just keeps walking up the stairs, and I was like, "This god damn, bro!" Like he doesn't know that. That's where it's like almost it would have been better if I was like, "Bro, huge fan," because then maybe he would have at least seen it through the eyes of like, this dude.
No,
just
I think he played it good.
He did.
No, I think
he played it bad. He was being a dick, bro. He ignored me twice just because he saw that I was a worker.
That's true. Like, but you also have to think about this.
He gets bugged all the time.
He could have been on the phone or texting somebody, and he could have been invested in something.
He was. Here's where I give him like a little bit of grace. So like at the end, towards the end of the show, towards the end of the show, he comes up to me
Yeah.
and he's like, bro, you work here, right? And he's like clapping his hands. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, tell me why I've asked 5 times for security to go out to my bus and get the people away from my bus. They're knocking on the windows. My daughter's in there. She's trying to sleep. They're scaring her. He's like, I've fucking told you multiple times. I was like, yo, you've never told me this. I'll go do it right now.
Was he performing at the time?
No, he had just finished, but he was like going back into the green room or whatever. Like it's hard to explain where the buses are, and like I'm not gonna get into the security specifics.
Of course.
It
Could
was
he
like,
have gone to the bus though himself?
he could have, but he would have gone. He would have put himself in a little bit of
really
danger.
bad. Yeah, that's a fucking
like he would have been
situation.
walking through a big crowd of people
Yeah,
and whatever.
fuck.
So I like immediately go out there and I'm telling him, and that was basically all the interaction I had was like him ignoring me twice and then him like fucking yelling at me about something that I didn't even know about.
You know what? Sounded like you played it pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude. Like, Jesus.
Tanner,
But,
you're a dick for
yeah.
me. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
You're kind of a dick.
facts. But yeah, so there's that.
Damn. What happened though? Did they get people out there and like did you guys?
There was like one person.
Yeah,
who,
that's
who
what
had,
I was
knocked
thinking.
and-
Like,
and
how do
they-
many people get
They like
there
left
to the
on
bus?
their own. Yeah, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Uh,
First of all, nothing on Yellow Wolf. Respect
yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
I think he probably is a good father.
yeah.
Don't
I think he is.
leave your kid alone.
That's
in a
what we
bus.
said, bro. We all
Don't
said that. We were
leave
like, bro,
your kid alone in a bus. I'm just gonna say that.
on you.
Yeah, on you.
Yeah, no, we all said the same thing. We're like, put them in the green room,
yeah,
bro.
of
Like you
course.
have your own small room in the green room.
And have your homies
but there's a
chill.
little bit of weed smoke. There's a little bit of girls shouting
Well,
obscenities.
does he have a wife?
He has like a baby mama that he's been like on and off with
I
for a
wouldn't
long
take
time.
my
and
daughter to a show.
I think she was there too, which is what was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I think
stay with your wife or stay with the baby mama.
whatever it was, I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Anyway,
that's like one
that's
of the
crazy.
things. There's been a lot like there's been
I've never
several
met
artists that
anyone
I've
like
met
that.
that I'm like I think they'll be cool, and then they're super fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's happened a few times where I'm like
Dope.
I'm like
Isn't
Young
that the
Gravy
best, though,
recently, bro.
probably? Oh,
Young
he's
Gravy recently is like
He's probably such a good dude.
best time of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably such a good
I talked
dude.
about it 2 times publicly,
Uh-huh.
and now all my friends talk shit about it. Like, I
You
got
know, to
into
be
like
honest,
a legitimate argument with one, and
Young Gravy seems like probably one of the chillest people.
he's the best, bro. Like, he
And
just treats
I'm
everybody
not like a fan
super
of that type
fairly.
of music.
Yeah,
but like
no.
honestly, you don't have to be a fan
College
of someone's music
frat bro,
to like somebody.
trolling rap.
Yeah. You don't
It's
have to.
funny,
be,
though.
you just have to respect them. And like, dude,
Yeah.
he's obviously there's fans of it, so you can't really hate on it.
Yeah,
too
he sells
much.
out everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
he's in
he's-
Australia right now, sold
He
out.
kills, really?
Yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from.
I have no idea.
I know this.
Nah,
God
you
damn
don't.
it.
No, you
Yeah, he played Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Super
comes
super
from
white
Minnesota?
kid. Exactly.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Are your homies like are they just car dudes or do they kind of see like creatively in some ways?
Jade's the only one that does.
Yeah, I kind of assume
Like
that.
Matt, Gabe, really all
Which
of
is
the rest.
weird, which is a weird market for car dudes to get into like film. Like I
Yeah,
never
no.
would see
Yeah.
that transition
He's just
in any way.
he's just like that. He's just super
Yeah.
unique. Like
yeah, dude. Yeah, he seemed like
that's
it.
why I like I'm
And
telling
it's
you.
crazy
that's-
because I saw him in high school.
yeah.
And I was like
you
looking
did
at-
go
I
to
was
high
like,
school with him, huh?
Yeah, dude. We all
Same
did.
age, same age.
No, he's a year older, I think.
Okay, word,
Or
yeah.
2 years, maybe.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
He's like what, 26?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like a year older than me.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I would see him and like he'd be hanging out. I don't.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even know who the fuck I am, but
I don't know. He's
you never
pretty
know.
good with that
but
kind of stuff.
But yeah, I never really thought that like he would get into film. But like being a car dude and just getting into film would be like it's like such a random thing.
Yeah.
But like it honestly,
Crazy.
if you think about it, it's really not.
Well, and
Actually, because
he was even a car guy in high school.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had his.
Wait, when
like,
did you get into cars?
2 years ago?
Oh, so you
Yeah.
got into this and into, you
because
got
of
into like
Jade,
filming
yeah.
and into cars.
All at the same time.
What? What were
Yeah.
you into before?
Nothing. No, I don't know.
Good on you, dude.
Like
because
EMS,
good on you.
like
Because how do you feel now?
concerts.
Do you feel more accomplished?
It's not necessarily that I feel more accomplished.
Yeah, I guess-
it's just
I guess so.
it's cool because it's something like take something you have zero information on.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about
Oh,
archery?
dude, I wanted to ask you something.
Okay, go ahead.
Archery. I've actually done archery like a couple times.
But like, think of something that you
Just something
don't
random.
know, right? Like cars.
I've actually done everything.
Do you know anything about cars?
everything? No, not cars.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
kidding.
no,
I did-
So
no,
like,
I actually have not done.
that's the thing. So it's
No,
like it's like taking nothing about cars and suddenly You know what like a Jay-Z swap is on a car. You know what like a subframe and chassis and steering components and
Did
arms,
that ruin
and
it for
pitman
you?
arms and
This is probably a bad analogy. So this is what I wanted to ask you.
yeah, okay.
Was so once I got into like music and once anyone I invite into my realm of music and they see how it actually works, they're like, no, all I do like I'll take my girl
you, like,
for
break
example.
down all the like damn.
All
there's a lot
she
of work
sees
that goes
music
into
in now is like a program,
Yeah.
and she sees it and like, oh, I wonder what that plugin was. Like you hear sounds and you're like, oh, this was like a cool sound. I wonder how they did that, and like, but it ruins it for you because you can't look at it as like a fan, but it also makes it even better for you because you're so much deeper into it.
Yeah.
Like for any like you're editing for you.
Yeah.
When you saw like films and stuff, and
now
like,
when I watch movies,
you can't
that's
fucking
what I'm
get away
saying when
from
I'm
it,
watching
dog.
your music video.
Yep.
For sure,
You're
it
breaking
doesn't
it
ruin
down.
it at all. It makes it way
No,
better.
it makes it better. Yes.
Makes it way better.
Some people say, oh, it ruins it. The only thing it ruins is your ability to look at it from a third party.
Yeah.
And now you're just looking at it technically.
Right,
But
I'm
it
not
also
looking-
makes it
but I
better
don't-
because you're like, oh, how the fuck did they do that?
I
That
don't
was so
like
sick.
I don't like watching things as a consumer. Like I like being involved in everything.
Oh, of course.
That's
yeah,
why
that's
I'm
why I
like,
listen to my own music.
That's why I was like a Twitch streamer for like a month. A month.
By the
I
way,
had like 36.
I might be getting into Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
Mid
word.
Twitch stream, I'm going to perform too.
That'd be sick.
So I'm gonna do like a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm really trying to get into Web3, like a VR performance. Have you seen those before?
No. Like in the metaverse?
Metaverse, bro.
Damn, boy.
I'm getting like I just want to like touch up PC and like I think that like if I can create, I just think it would be great for the brand. Like for this whole
That
story
means
I'm
putting
creating.
yourself out there though.
Yeah, and it's like if I could do it in a virtual place, I could do it anywhere I want,
Yeah.
or like anytime I want. Like
True.
anything like that. I know it's not like
But you don't want to saturate either.
no,
like you
no,
want to,
no,
you know
no,
what I mean?
no. I'm obviously gonna always be making music videos and stuff, and
So I guess this isn't even on my prompt little sheet here, but
Yeah.
another thing that I was thinking of. So I know a couple of local musicians. There's one that I know pretty well that is like famous. He's famous.
yeah.
So I'd like to get him as like a headliner on. You're like hot cold,
Dude,
You got that
don't
fever.
make fun of me because everybody makes fucking fun
It's
of me.
that tactical
It will
turtleneck,
be.
baby.
It will be. It's actually, I think, the same one I'm wearing in the fucking cover art.
Yeah.
That's not, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, dude, that's the same way. Fuck. And, like, everyone makes fun of me for this. Like, it will be 75 degrees out, and I'll come in a puffer jacket, and I'll wear it all day. Everyone's like, I don't trust. Like, they'll say,
Yeah.
I don't fucking trust
It's a little
that.
sus,
I don't
yeah.
like
What
that.
you got under there,
Yeah,
big dog?
exactly. But no, I just run. My body temp is just really fucked up.
Yeah.
Can you take a look at me after this?
Yeah,
You're an
for real.
EMT,
Do
not
your
joking.
blood pressure and shit.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, that's some shit people be calling about in Seattle. Like, my body temperature's fucked up. And, like, that's
my-
just the dispatch notes, and we get out there, and it's like, yeah, I've just been hot and cold. Like,
Okay.
okay, bro? Like, what do you... They're like, well, I think I should get checked out. For what?
What, dude?
What condition are you concerned
First of all, you're wearing a tank top.
Like, I could have a fever. Well, okay, let's check your temperature. Oh, it's normal.
yeah.
Something could be off.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So wait. You were saying about this guy. You know, an artist.
yeah.
He's
What-
famous,
Yep, he
and
is.
you wanted to.
What I would like to do is put on
How-
a drip...
How? Wait, sorry.
Go ahead.
This is what's gonna happen every time.
Yeah.
How is it like approaching people? Well, obviously you're a type of guy who doesn't see anyone as what they are.
Yeah, I see him as human
Yeah,
beings
you see them as
first, for
humans.
sure.
So how is it like trying to?
It's-
Are you more scared to approach someone who's bigger, or are you? It's
No,
just like the
not
same
at
thing.
all. Not
Okay,
at all.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
obviously,
the thing.
you had me on, so it's like
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
Anybody, man, from the most famous.
me. By the way, I'm the most famous person you
So
know.
far, I don't know. You and
Not at
Stitch are
all.
probably pretty close, but you might be. the
Not
most
even
famous.
close. Stitch is
I don't know.
he's actually killing it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the last time we're mentioning him.
Yeah.
Pay
True.
me
Yeah.
in the Stitch. Oh, my next podcast I do, I'll promote you if
Yeah.
you pay me.
For real. Yeah. Free plugs are over.
Free plugs.
No.
Nah, I
So.
fuck with that I want to
yeah.
get on with him.
100%. Everybody does. Like, I've been hit up like 5 times about
fuck
that.
with him. I fuck with him.
Yeah. I probably will do that with him and Jay just so they can bullshit about
That'd be a
fucking
good
rock
episode.
music because
Yeah,
they're like
they would go.
they're
You wouldn't even have to do anything, bro.
Yeah,
That'd be the easiest podcast.
I know. It'd be like the fucking Jade and Stitch show.
Yeah, you should just
God
let
damn.
Jade sit
Yeah.
there, and then you should have.
I just
you're
stand
sitting
back
right
there.
here with no mic even on.
No, so what I'd like to do. So this person, he's not like famous, but he's probably like one of the most locally famous people we
Yeah.
have here. He's a rapper. So him and I have talked. I pitched an idea to him for a music video. He said, that is a great idea. I really want to do it. I'm like, cool, let me know. Hit him up, nothing. Hit him up, nothing. Like, okay, do I do the big 3 and sound like a fucking freak, or do I leave it alone? So I hit him up three times, no response. The first like 1 was seen, the second 2 have still not been seen to this day. But I see him at shows fairly often.
Yeah.
I brought it up to him again. He's like, bro, come out with us after this. We'll talk about it, whatever. We talk about it. I pitch him the whole idea. He's like, great. Like a month later, hear nothing. I'm like,
dude,
bro.
You know what you should do?
He drops the video that I told him about with other people. So I was hot.
That's why you don't tell people your ideas.
Yeah,
and you know what's
true,
funny,
bro.
because I was actually trying to bring this up. I would be sending people like my demos.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a fucking bad idea, my guy.
Yeah.
I'm setting myself up.
Yeah. So it was like that, where it was like, bro, you should, like
You don't
stand in the
seem
middle.
salty about it though.
Nah, it's whatever. Like, I'm like, stand in the middle, have them drift around you, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, sick. I'm showing him the cars. He's like, oh, those are sick. He goes with, what's the fucking guy's name? I forget his name, but he's a pro spec driver. He's like, he's local. He's good. And then he goes with a local driver who's famous on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
Great.
like, not like my friend group is like the best dudes. Like, I don't know this other driver guy like personally,
Yeah.
so I can't necessarily say it. I will say he's come to a show super drunk before and like, oh, let me in.
Dude, I love how Tanner.
Let me in.
I love how
Like,
Tanner just kind of like
roasts
He's
everyone.
like, I'm not gonna fucking like say anything, but like this dude, he was fucked up.
But they know
it's
who
so
they
good.
are, but you don't.
Yeah, but
So
that's
it's
the thing is, it's like,
yeah, I do
and
pretty good.
I'd hope you need to send this to them.
No,
You need to send this clip, just this clip. To
This-
everyone you
this
talk about,
person-
just send the clips to them.
This person though wouldn't even give this the time of day, I don't think. And if he does, comment on
Good.
this. Say what's up, bro.
Yeah,
Like
comment.
it's fine.
Come on the podcast and talk about it.
Honestly,
Come on the
I
podcast.
would too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care, but it's like, he's got like 3 million views on a video that like we could do it. We just don't have the influence or budget that he does.
Yeah.
So he's got influence and budget. So now people choose him over us. And like, I know that my friends deserve spotlight. Like, I
course.
know that they deserve like the same clout
They'll get it.
or more. Well, yeah. And hopefully they do.
Just never quit.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Just never quit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might as well just keep going.
Yep.
Nothing comes out of it. You have a catalog of the greatest shit ever.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, we're going to keep doing that. But the point is, circling back.
Dude, I can't believe
We've talked since then, and I brought it up, and he was like, bro, yeah, like, I didn't even think about it. My bad. I'm like, it's whatever, bro.
Sorry,
But
I'm gonna say this right now. If someone gives me an idea, I credit them. No matter what.
he's a busy dude, and I'm giving him that, like,
It
I'm
could be
giving him-
subconscious. Do
I'm
you think
giving
it
him
was
the grace of
subconscious?
like, he just was like, somebody told me a great idea, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it, right?
okay.
But it's
Yeah.
like, there is a certain point where like, put my name down on the phone in your notes next to the cool idea.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's all good. So anyway, I'm gonna hit him up about
You should.
performing at. I'm even gonna throw that at him, like, you owe me. Like,
You should.
perform. I'll pay him and shit, like, obviously, but
Yeah.
I want to put on a drift event. There's a super cool my favorite track.
What are you gonna call it? Do you know?
I don't know yet. Probably just like Big and Crazy Drift event, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Something like just that people in that scene. There's like 12 like media people, like maybe 15, and I'm one of them. And like some people, at least on like my friend group side of things,
Yeah.
they all know me. Like they all know that I do it.
Time wise, when do you think you would do it?
I wanted to do it this summer, but I had no money. So or this last summer.
Yeah.
Now it's too late to do it this upcoming summer.
To
So maybe 2025.
okay.
The thing is,
It's good that you're thinking
is
about
like,
that.
you make music, you could easily open or be in the middle even. If he headlined it, he would bring in 800 people by himself.
Perfect.
And that would also bring 800 people into the drift community to see. So it'd be like a motorsports, it'd be like a big drift event with music.
Dude, that is sick.
Nobody's done
I've
Nobody
never
is
seen
doing that. And I should honestly not put this in here so that it doesn't
you should
get
have
stolen.
drifting going on while people perform too.
That's what's,
Is that essentially-
drifting's really loud. So it's
Yeah,
like,
you're right, dude.
yeah.
That's why I need to go to an event.
Yeah. It's a lot louder than you think.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like-
V8s.
As long as it goes with the tempo of the song.
Yeah,
I'm
honestly,
joking.
just fucking somebody's just bouncing rev limit.
That's such a honestly, anyone who combines music with
Yeah.
any other thing,
Yeah.
it has potential.
100%. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. There's also like, I know a lot of like food truck type vendors
Oh,
that would
caterers,
come
yeah,
out to
yeah,
this. I know, like I have connections through like production companies that would be
sick.
down to do like sick lighting, just planning all of the shit.
Yeah, of course. And you can hire like bars too. Is that allowed?
100%, yes.
Yeah.
Drivers technically aren't allowed to be like drinking while they're driving, but that's a drift event thing. Have you ever been in a car that's hucked at a wall at 100?
I actually never been in a car.
Nice.
Just joking.
Spaceships only.
I know.
Gretsch mobiles only.
Yeah. I should coin that. I'm taking your idea and I'm not giving you any credit,
yeah,
Tanner.
for real. Do it. I'm used to it.
The Gretschmobile.
No, so it would be cool to have like some music.
I would love to fucking go.
Yeah.
I do want to go to an event.
There's a bunch coming
then,
up.
Obviously.
There's a bunch coming up.
Just text me some.
100%.
Okay, cool.
100%.
Yeah, just text me that.
Yeah, I mean, we can put up some. Do you want to just put up like one of mine just so I can show him a couple of the cars?
Oh yeah.
You can pick which one you
I need
like
to
and
scout them
we'll
too.
throw you in it.
I need to scout it.
Jade's is the pink one. So like that'd be the easy
hard.
bet
Yeah.
of like the car is sick, the driver is very
Filthy.
good.
Yeah.
That'd be like a safe bet.
And plus, Jade has a good eye, so like.
Yeah.
He'll know what the fuck is gonna look cool, and he'll know how to fucking do it.
Probably do that one. Well, no, it's too
I think
dark.
I've seen like most of these, to be honest.
You can do like.
I just don't know them by the heart.
I guess no, they were not. It's kind of just hard. Maybe do
that one
do
to
the
the right.
Ridge. Yeah, do
do that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
244 views. Some
It's
of these
really
are really good. No. Yeah. Some of these are really good and have no views. So I'm like, fuck.
Dude.
But this is the venue that I'm talking about.
Hey, nobody fucks with you until everyone fucks with you.
Yeah, honestly, it's good. That's introspective. So this is the venue. Look at this shit. That's a 2-mile road course. Like
2 miles?
Yeah.
Holy
like
fuck! How big is that?
They don't drift.
Or like
on it.
how much like square footage? Like you know off the fucking
acreage,
top of your head.
It's huge.
We can look it up.
No, acreage. It's like 300.
Holy fuck!
It might be more than that. Yeah. Okay. So this is Gabe in the front. This is his steering wheel and his pedals. The guy behind him is Jaws Flaws, but he's
they got fucking GoPros and shit in here too. I
That's
forgot
me.
about
Those
that.
are all my cameras.
Oh,
I set all of this. This is me flying the
You
drone.
ever seen a crash?
And those are both. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. They don't. You don't get hurt though.
Okay,
like you're
good.
cool. Look how they're fucking strapped in, bro.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
So that'd be you. That'd be you. That guy in there.
That is so
recording.
hard, bro.
And you look out your door and you're just getting tapped by another car. Like how fast do you think they're going right there?
Oh my god. I'd say like 45.
Yeah, they're going 45, 50,
Yeah,
which is
dude.
like almost what you're doing on the freeway, but they're
Oh, yeah,
sideways and
Yeah,
6
they're-
inches away from a
they're
cement
going
wall.
vertical.
Yeah.
And any little fuck
So
up.
this car now in the front, he just won his pro spec
First of all,
license.
huge fan of Tokyo Drift, the only Fast
Yeah.
and Furious movie I've ever really
We
cared
just
about.
watched it the other day.
Such a
Fire.
good fucking movie, and anyone who says that's not the best one, I will fight you on Twitter.
Of course.
I will fight you. I actually don't even use Twitter. I tweeted like twice.
It is-
And I will fight you. I'll
it
put
is-
my whole thread just dedicated to fighting you on that.
It is the best.
It's such a good one.
That's Cody. The other thing is like all of the like videos that I do, like I know every person in my shots.
Yeah.
I don't do like random people in my videos, like ever. Like if
Good.
you pay me, I'll put you in.
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
For like, I'll make you your own video.
Yeah.
But like
You're
these
squatted up.
These are memories for like, look at that. Ooh, just taps the wall. That dude is sick. His videos are
Seeing
super
that shit
cool.
would make me hype,
Squeeze,
not gonna lie.
Yep. There's Gabe just on this dude's door. He's not using e-brake at all, which is crazy. Like,
So how the fuck? He's
just sliding
barely,
it with
barely
inertia.
using brake. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's not using brake
At all?
He's gunning
So he's just
it.
tailing
His
it
tire-
with the back
yeah.
of his
Yep.
car, and he's just
There's
able
Jared
to.
Robertson. He's been a pro-am driver, I believe.
Fuck. So like when
Prospect
these
driver.
when these motherfuckers are like 16, when they get their license, do
They're
they
out there
just
shredding.
go
Yep.
and they're already ready?
When they were 16, they were buying 240 SX, like Nissan 240 SXs for like.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that is just for the podcast.
It's like the
Cut
most
that out. No,
common.
I'm joking.
It's like the most common drift car.
Oh, it's a car.
Yeah.
I was thinking like this is a piece of equipment.
No. So they're buying these.
So
like,
they're buying basic
And
preset
then this
drift
this
cars.
is a car show that's part of this. So these are all cars that don't drift. They're just clean.
Is there
cars.
a stereotype like type of car dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume
Fucking the
that-
biggest thing is like their fingernails are always disgusting. Like that's like number one. Like in the summer they're always wearing fucking Vans with high socks
You should get
and cargo
sponsored
shorts.
by a fucking pedicure Wait, is pedicure or manicure? Which one's the fingers?
Manicure.
Manicure?
Look at this.
You should be sponsored by a manicure company just for this, just to get these motherfuckers some clean. Bro, no.
just so that their fucking video clips, they're all like clean nails.
Looking like
it's like a freeze frame.
Their hands look like a Gretsch, bro. Like a fucking lizard person.
Yeah, you need to cast them as fucking Gretches. They're all dirty as fuck.
I don't have to put the prosthetic on them or the prosthetic.
Shout out Susan the SI.
That's
bro.
so hard.
Her car it wins like.
I feel like I'm in Tokyo Drift just watching this
yeah,
video.
her car's super clean. It's like really cool.
Oh,
I don't really know her. I think I talked to her one time, but
hey, let me film your car.
Your boyfriend likes this? Fire.
Yeah,
no, it's not even like that. It's like they just know. Like you just pop the door open and like look around.
Good promo for me. Like they don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so the vibes at these events are so good, dude. And like the drivers, bro, it's 100 degrees. He's just running around, like his radiator's hotter than fuck. No water in it, so he's putting like ice chips and water into it to cool it down.
Is there any is there no like external like cooling systems you can put?
No,
like,
it's all internal.
You can't put
like,
any fans or anything in your fucking
do.
engine.
They have fans.
It's just they're running so hot.
Yeah, it's 100
yeah, I
degrees
mean
outside.
You're first of all, I'm surprised their tires fucking don't
that wheel
explode.
broke.
Oh, literally, yeah. What the fuck?
It broke.
I'm surprised your shit doesn't explode. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
And this is in where?
This is in Shelton.
Shelton.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so just east.
The other track we go to
or north, right?
No, west. Shelton is like
wait, that's past
past
Olympia.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the Death Cart, 350Z. That's another like really common. So that's a 350Z also.
Oh shit.
Another 350Z. Another 350Z. That dude came from Texas. I'm pretty sure. There's Cody. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's the stereotypical drift guy.
This Cody.
I mean, one of them. They're all different and unique in their own way, but they're all.
They got that. They all got that vibe. Yeah.
It's hard to. They all look different, but they're all the same.
That's fire.
Yeah.
But you can say that about anybody.
He totaled this car like right after this.
Oh shit.
Not this day, but like a month after or something.
Do any of these motherfuckers just crash and then they're like scared to ever go back out? I highly doubt it.
I don't know about that. There was
a
a really bad crash at Evergreen recently.
Actually,
Evergreen's in
I
Monroe.
think I heard about that. Yeah.
And
someone die?
No, he
Thank God.
broke his pelvis. And like
paralyzed?
his shoulder and some other shit. He's pretty bad.
He's back on the road. You know, in like 2
I don't know,
weeks.
dude. Yeah, like certain people, I
Unless it
think hang
depends.
it up right away, but other people are like, crashing's part of it. Like
I'm trying to like equate
all the time. He's like, if you're not crashing, you're not trying. I think is like one of his like sayings.
I mean, it's a good take. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I don't condone crashing.
This car's crazy. If you could hear it right now, you would know. It's just like on straight ethanol, like race fuel. It's crazy.
Jeez. Is there different types of fuel?
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything like illegal you can't use? Does
no.
NOS even exist?
Yeah, Jade has it in his car. Or he did.
Jesus.
Look at this fucking tornado, bro.
Wait, Shelton?
That's a fucking like dust devil tornado. So it doesn't look that crazy right there. Wait for it.
You should go in it.
Just watch.
what I would do.
Watch. This motherfucker comes right at me. You know how heavy those cones are?
Super good for cameras.
Watch this shit.
Oh shit.
It said, "See you, bro." Those things are heavy as fuck.
Oh shit.
That garbage can was completely full of like beer, so it was like not gonna fall over. But
That's.
this is like big course stuff. So they.
How long are these?
What videos? Days? It just depends. Like this one.
Is this multiple days?
This one was 2 days. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Matt broke his car, so he was just hammered the whole time. He broke his car the first lap he went out.
Damn.
So that's the 350Zs
That's
driving.
fucking cool.
Yep. Tandems. There's a spooky Mustang. Gotta watch out for those. Looks like a spooky Mustang.
That shit's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'd love
Anyway.
to fucking go and like just fucking experience some of this, honestly.
Do you have a favorite car?
Out of all of these,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Or would you just trust me to pick the right person?
I would trust you to pick the right person and the right car.
Yeah.
Just look at like the aesthetic of like everything I'm doing, and then I
Yeah.
think you could just give me ideas, or maybe just send me like pictures or like anything you have, and just let me.
Well,
like,
there's
pick,
like
and I
we
can
know
reach out to
we
people.
know a guy with just a plain black Corvette, so like that would look kind of cool and like for
kinda
your
cool, yeah.
video stuff.
Yeah.
But just to ride in, just for fun, I think you would probably have the most fun with like Matt. You'd have fun with, honestly.
Cool.
Matt's got a V8 swapped fucking crazy car.
Really?
It's a 240, but it's got like just a giant motor in it, like that doesn't
yeah,
really
V8 is
belong.
definitely. I don't know. That's cool as fuck. Like, you have a whole community based off of that. And you could just make connections. And there's so many different people in that. Like, there's people who make film. There's people who make car video. Is there anyone else kind of doing what you're doing, or have you like I don't
In
know
terms
if
of what? Like the
like
podcast or
well,
like...
not even the podcast. I meant like this.
Yeah. Tons. People do it way better than me.
Is there anyone else making podcasts?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone? I've
No,
never
I
heard
thought
of
you
anyone
meant
making a
I
podcast.
thought you meant like, well, yeah. There are several.
So I'm saying, like, is there anyone like out video, like making videography videos with you? Oh, there's a bunch.
Oh, with like
or like around you, like you see.
yeah.
Other dudes, like, oh,
Tons,
okay,
tons.
okay.
There was one in that video we just watched.
Oh, that's sick. Dude, yeah,
What
you definitely
in the
need to
fuck?
do it. You definitely need to do an event.
The
What?
fuck is that?
This is car video dudes. This is what they
What
watch.
the fuck?
This is recommended
Well,
based
like
off
that's
of
not even from what I've watched.
No,
like,
no, it's
that's
from
like,
people who've watched.
That's like Jesus Christ. Good times.
First of all, YouTube.
Also,
Clean it up.
Also, click on it. What are you doing? So anyway,
That's so
okay,
cool.
we're
Do you
on.
wanna- Do you want to take another break?
Yeah.
I have to take a piss so bad. Perfect timing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Fire. I actually had a horn in this song.
we're back. In Candy Eyes.
I had a horn in this song and I took it out.
If you were going to do an acoustic song where somebody played a guitar and you sat on a stool next to them and you sang the lyrics, which song would it be of yours?
Incautious.
Incautious.
The last song on my album. It has
You knew the answer to that. See, you've
Yeah.
thought about this.
Well, I have, but it's just because like it's heavy guitar, and it has a guitar. It has an electric guitar solo at the end, which probably have to be done acoustically, but it's more of like a
Remember
slow.
Incautious so I can listen to it.
Yeah, it has like a guitar solo. You could even pull it up right here. It's the last song on the album, and you could just go to like the last 30 seconds of it,
Yeah.
and it's just yeah. Actually, just pull it up. I want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
I want to listen to it really quick.
Never heard it.
If you could find it.
And then this is the other album.
Perfect, yeah. And then the other one was Never Ending Night.
That was the purple one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Word.
Just like the last 30 seconds of it.
Whoa. Stop.
Right there. Yeah, that's good. Oh, not Incautious, sorry. Inclination is what I meant. It's the last song of the album, my bad.
It's hard to keep track of all the different songs.
It shouldn't be.
Well.
I literally made yeah, that one, okay.
Literally made it.
I literally made it.
See, I like cleaner vocals personally. Like just so I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
my
but-
next album's gonna be like a lot of like single vocal
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be so many layers and stuff. So you hear there's some guitar in
That's
this, and then
fire.
it leads eventually into a guitar solo at the end. And this is the last song. It's just the outro, and
That's sick. Who's playing the guitar? Is it your voice thing? Is it a plug-in? Or
this
is it
one is not, but I did it before, and then they played it. So Adam, he's Braden, my engineer's friend. He's in this. He's dope as fuck.
Yeah. So how does that kind of thing work with, do you tell them?
I tell them kind of
What you
I
want
just
it to
literally
sound
sing
like?
it like this, like me and you.
Yeah.
I want.
You're like,
And
and then he's just like,
and
all
he's
right.
just like, yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, and he plays like so many instruments. He
talent.
actually teaches kids. He does like a class on teaches kids how to play instruments, and he just comes through and he plays the guitar and he fucking ripped.
Word.
He killed it.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so this is supposed to be for the very end, but we'll just do it now anyway. But how do people find you? And do you have follow-up question? Do you have any merch yet, or do you have any can people purchase your music or no? Not yet.
You can purchase my music.
Okay.
It's on every platform,
Mhm.
like any that you can think of, any that anyone uses, like
Vimeo?
iTunes. Probably.
Oh,
To
okay.
be honest, actually, yeah, it's probably on there to be. But yeah, you can purchase it anywhere like iTunes, and obviously it's on Spotify and
Yeah.
everything. You can listen to it, and I have the lyrics available on Spotify and Genius if you want to actually figure out what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you can break it down.
That's
and you can
that helps me a lot
Yeah.
with liking music, is knowing what the fuck's
Yeah, and
on.
it's not easy. A lot of the time people are like, I don't know what you're trying to say, but it's like, okay, well, read the lyrics and then try to make your, if you want to make, I used to have this thing where it was my lyrics are whatever you want them to be. So as long as you just read them and you come to a conclusion of what you think that I'm talking about, I'm happy with that.
I think some people can do that, but I can't. I want to know what you thought when
Yeah.
you wrote it. I don't,
course.
because I'll look for something that I identify with in a song.
That's good.
There's like certain parts of lots of different country songs that I hear and I'm like, bro, that is like written for me. That's so sick.
Exactly.
But if I ask them what it means to them and they explain it, they could explain it completely different.
Yeah.
But that doesn't bother me at all. Cause I'm like,
good.
My experience is different.
Yeah.
But I want to know still why you wrote it. Like why you said.
That's nice.
That's
actually really cool because I'd love to explain like my songs. Like,
yeah.
Like
we'll have you on again then. We'll have
Candy
we'll
Eyes
have to
is
do
essentially just about like, since I got with my girl, like she goes out in public and she looks good, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be people who are gonna look at you, and there's gonna be people who are gonna do this, and like, they can smell your pheromones, danger, like stuff like that. Like they will be looking at you and stuff. But overall, it's like we have this life, and we're the ones like who are gonna make it great, and
yeah.
And that's just kind of like stuff like that, and I just like to break it down, and I would love to just come forward and just talk about all of it, but I like to post my lyrics and I like to let people know exactly what I'm talking about. But
I think it would be a good idea for you to be able to get yourself out there more too and get used to it. It's so hard for me. The reason I did Theo Vaughn's one of my favorite podcasters. He has a podcast himself called This Past Weekend.
Yeah, I know.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
It's a serious podcast. Like he's funny as fuck, so it's like it's funny,
naturally.
But he talks about himself a lot, like serious shit. And something that I find incredible about it, he will do a monologue. Like he'll do an episode by himself for an hour and 15, and then the episode's over. Like it's just him.
Yeah.
What I really like though is like the phone calls. He has a hotline. People call in, they leave a message, and then he like plays them on the show. I would like to start doing stuff like that because I like engagement. Yeah. But what I would say is like for you, it's crazy hard to like put yourself out there in terms of like recording yourself talking. It's so like people don't understand. If you feel like you could do this,
like I was saying, like Tim Dillon, most of his podcasts are all just himself.
If you feel like you could do this though, like go stand in your bathroom, face the camera at you so that you can see yourself, and just hit record and like talk.
It's
and
crazy.
You'll immediately be like, what the? This is so fucking weird, right? So if you feel like podcasting super easy, blah, 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 whatever, do all of that. And then also edit it. And then also put it out and promote it.
Exactly.
Like it's harder than you think. But that's kind of where I'm going is like you could pretty easily do every Friday or every Wednesday. You could do a reel, like an Instagram reel that's like, yo, it's me, like, I'm breaking down this song, this is what it means, this is what the lyrics mean, this is what, like, I shot a music video for this is what, you could do, like, a 3-part for Wicked Sleep, because it's, like, you could explain the music video itself, you could explain the lyrics themselves, and you could explain it together.
That's a great idea.
Stuff like that, like, something, just to get you more practice of, like, putting yourself out there, too.
And also just to let people in on, like, my how I feel, like, and what
because I'll tell you, like, I'm somebody that if I know the artist, like, if I feel like I know the artist and what they're what they're thinking when they're making music, it makes me more, like, it makes me fuck with their music more.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I fucking would love to do that. And I'd love to do that, like, on my streams. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to start streaming, too. Like, I would love to just talk about the music because I really don't feel like I have much to talk about unless it's about, like, my music because it literally consumes my whole life. So that was me.
Was it? Oh, I was like, what?
That was my feet. I'm sorry, bro.
The Gretches are here, bro.
the clawing through the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't feel like I have much to talk about.
You'd be surprised, honestly.
My life has been crazy, but it's like I don't really get into many of the things like that. Like I don't really get deep unless people really fucking go like ask me and like there's like a close setting and like
some people want me to like get really deep with people and I'm like I don't necessarily want to do that. Like I will,
unless
but
they bring it up. So when I was 5, no joking.
Yeah.
It's like,
so I have this uncle.
Dude.
It's like okay, whoa.
Eventually I'm sure like some of that stuff would come out of, like, naturally, but like.
Well, Jade was like telling me after our episode, he's like, bro, I want like we just fucked around, like I wanted to get like really deep. I'm like.
We can get deep.
I was like, I get it, but I also am like, dude, I'll have the same people on multiple times.
Yeah. Like,
y'all are the same people talking about it doesn't matter if you have any likes or views.
Yeah.
Then keep coming on. Who cares?
I just think
but people don't want to see the same people. Like,
Yes, they do.
It's the same 20 people
Yes,
watching
do,
every
by the
episode.
way.
Yeah,
They do, because
of course.
if you had Jade on again, I would watch it. Like,
yeah.
if you had anyone on, like,
But now it's better. Like, now I know what the fuck I'm doing, at least a little bit.
Well,
like,
I mean, it wasn't like terrible. It was
not terrible. It's terrible.
See, that's your perspective.
In my opinion.
See, that's the thing is, I'll be saying my song "Game Changer" was terrible.
Yeah.
And you're like, that shit was hard.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing.
I
that shit was
thought it was
actually
dope.
terrible. That shit was terrible. Mixing wise, I mixed that shit. Like, that shit was bad, dude.
It was the part that always stood out to me as being like kind of incredibly bad was the like, boom, 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 boom at the beginning was like really loud.
Dude, the mix, like I said, was so bad.
Should we just pull it up or no?
Dude, fuck.
We don't have to. It's okay.
You can.
It's okay.
People can look it up.
Yeah, true.
Look it up.
True.
And make that my number one song.
Look it up and either comment on my YouTube video and shout him out or hit him up directly and be like, bro.
But that's the thing is that
let him know that it's either good or bad.
You're gonna look back 6 years from now and be like,
yeah.
maybe this episode is shit. Like
yeah.
That's the thing is that like, you can think of.
I've
it's just
already
because you always evolve,
like,
dude.
yeah.
You always evolve.
I've done 2 episodes, bro, and I've already between one and the other, and then even ours is gonna be better because so like full transparency, the one with Jade, we were drinking and we were like nervous, dude. I was like, this is so sketchy. These
Next
lights,
time I
bro,
come
make
over
you
though,
nervous.
not even like if we do a podcast, if you ever wanted to hang or like we go anywhere, like we should get lit.
Yeah.
We go.
We have parties here fairly often.
Oh, you do?
Well, I tried. This
if you
whole
do,
space
and you're
is-
willing to invite me,
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I could bring my girl. We could all have a good time. That'd be cool.
Definitely.
That'd be fun.
You and all of the boys would vibe.
I'm sure
a lot.
I'm sure we would. Yeah.
We just had a poker party, so this is where I'm going.
That's
so
hard.
Jade and I were like, yeah,
you guys got schmizzed,
it was tough.
I
but
couldn't
like,
actually
but
tell.
it wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Then again, I was jogging and I didn't watch the video.
So then,
the
next podcast, episode 2, was the night after a poker party. So that was just us like drinking during the day.
Yeah.
Like we just do that sometimes.
I mean, everyone does.
Episode 2 though, the night before, bro, I was hammered. Are you trying to remember the day or something?
I'm trying to remember how hammered you were.
I'm talking about the night before Stitch God's episode.
Well, that's why I think you guys got so deep. You guys got pretty deep.
No, hang on. The night before I was drunk.
Oh, before the Stitch God.
Then I wake up and that night I had done like a 1.5 hour episode with my boy Matt and my boy Justin. And me and Matt were hammered. I was
Why
hammered.
didn't you release that?
Because, bro, I'm not releasing that either. This is like if this does make
some noise
in a year.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying in like a year if I have 16 episodes.
Smash that like button so we can see.
Yeah, and subscribe.
Smash the like button, comment, and you have to subscribe.
Turn the bell on.
Turn the bell on, and he will release that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I will release clips because I've done this a few times. And like anytime people come over for parties, they want to like sit down and like bullshit and whatever. But it's like background noise and like we had 4 dogs in here. I was like drunk. I kept like hitting the mic like this and shit. Like my camera was over there. I knocked it over like twice.
Okay.
They were talking about strippers and shit.
Okay,
Mackenzie's like in the other room all mad. I was like, this is just not a good. This is just not a like.
It's good for you. You
scrub
can watch
this
back
one.
and
Just
look
scrub
at
this
it.
one.
That's fun,
Yeah, but
You should maybe edit like the best parts. Or you
Yeah,
should edit
right.
you just smacking the fucking mic.
Yeah.
funny.
Well, I need to do like an intro to my podcast where I'm gonna have like clips of everybody that I've sat with, but I can't do it yet because they haven't sat yet. But you know, it's like just a little mashup of like.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be really sick.
Yeah. I had one for my Twitch stream.
Just like a song or like a beat or something.
Yeah.
And like people talking.
That's the thing is like you need to like help me find like. Or if you make one and you're not going to use it,
even like an intro
to ship it over. Yeah,
Dude,
like
I could easily
less than 30 seconds.
Send me like an idea of like a song you have. I could easily make it.
I don't know, but like
or I could just send you.
what I was gonna initially do. Do you know NBA Jam by Cal Scrubby?
No.
Cal Scrubby.
Oh, I know Cal. Dude, you know what's crazy? I knew Cal Scrubby like.
It's the one that goes.
Okay,
All right, now I'm cooking with the gas.
I know Cal Scrubby. I don't know that song, but I've heard a few of his stuff. Like
It's like
he's doing like TikTok and shit now, huh?
I don't know. I don't really follow him that closely.
You know what's crazy? I actually see some of his videos. He does
Really?
like TikTok kind of rap.
Yeah. He it was a song that just the beat seemed cool, but I was like, it's not really gonna be like the vibe of the podcast, so like
Yeah.
probably not. I just want something like synth wavy. If you don't already listen to Gunship or Delta Heavy, you need to you need to
send me like one of your favorite songs or something, and I'll just listen.
And then just that general, like not lo-fi. I want it to be a little.
The song you showed me earlier on that video.
Yeah.
Banger.
Oh yeah.
Banger.
Yeah, and that was like a pretty good one.
Oh wow.
There's way better.
Okay.
Dark All Day is probably like the best Gunship song in my opinion. It's like there's a whole horn section. It's fire. It's so fire. The music video is spicy.
Good name.
But yeah, Dark All Day.
Gunship.
Or Gunship, yeah.
That's such a sick name.
Well, there's like Gunship, Delta Heavy, Time Cop 1983, Kavinsky. There's a lot of different ones.
You really fuck with synths, huh?
There you are.
Oh my god.
When is that from?
Dude, that's like 2000. I don't even know, like 16, like 17, or like 8.
Full fuckboy.
Dude, full fucking loser. That's what I'm saying.
No negative.
You know what's funny? That was in my parents' bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, and I edited that too. I don't know. It's not fire.
You edited that? You don't have devil horns like that?
Well, I sewed them off, or I ripped them off, but I sewed them. I took them off. No, but yeah, that's fucking. Jeez, I need to delete that. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, bro,
I'll probably keep it. It's a good song, actually. It's
part.
one of the first songs that Brandon produced for me, Julius.
Word.
He no. First of all, delete it. No, okay.
I don't. I mean, I can. I don't care.
No, I'm just kidding. Dude.
Okay.
Don't delete that.
All right.
That would. It's actually pretty good.
I mean, it's a G-Eazy title.
She don't own me. Oh my god, my voice. Never mind. I'm joking.
I fucked with the rapping. Yeah, I don't know.
I rapped a little bit. Okay, this shit's actually hard. I haven't heard this in a while. Not bad. Okay.
So wishy-washy.
Actually, the
bro.
cover art's actually really good, by the way. Now.
Yeah.
Now that I heard the song,
actually, bro,
this is actually hard. Yeah, that was like my full. This is like right before my first album.
You know,
full fucking fuckboy.
You know what would be funny
full
though?
Fucking loser.
You know what would be funny?
What?
Is that bathroom still accessible to you?
Yes.
What would be funny is that not funny.
I don't know about the curtain.
No, hang on. It's an Easter egg, right? So it's an Easter egg for your like real day ones or whatever, where like you go in there and you take it like with your makeup on and your fucking turtleneck and you're like squared away and you take like the same photo or like a similar photo.
Yeah.
It would just be funny just for you. Like you would just
That's
know.
so true. I should
you
do
would just
that.
know that it's like
honestly, I don't really
you've matured.
Yeah, dude, totally. Holy fuck. And that's the funny thing is that like this actually doesn't embarrass me at all. That's it's not that terrible. It's just
You
like,
changing your mind.
No, I know I am. I'm just saying that at first because it's like such a shock to see your old self. Like fuck.
Yeah.
But no, I think that like that was not that bad of an era. It was like right before I became like a fucking idiot. But like as soon as I left my parents' house, I felt like I was just an idiot for like
Kids
3
do
years.
that though.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I lived in a strict household.
Yeah.
Pretty strict household, like cameras in the house, like
Damn.
like track my phone type of shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
which will make you rebel.
yeah, which will make you rebel like normally. And I just kind of was doing stupid shit, and I made some good music out of it.
Yeah.
But you know, that was actually not that bad of a song. And that was
Yeah.
like right when I started getting serious about music.
Yeah,
And then right after that, I made my first album, and now we're here because like fuck, I'm just so happy. Like I've switched my sound, and I don't even know where I'm gonna go next. I'm just excited because right now I'm trying to work on an album that tops my last one, and that's kind of the hardest thing. And I don't know, like, what do you think would be like the next step? I'm trying to think of like ideas, like videography wise, like from my last videos. What do I want to get your input? Like, what do you think would be like the next step for me to actually like improve it? Besides like special effects and all of that.
I don't even know about that. Like, it just depends what you're trying to do, I guess.
Well, what do people like? I'm gonna ask you in the perspective of everyone that listens to me.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I've asked a lot of the same questions about like my podcasting stuff. I'm like, what do you guys? That's where like engagement's important. That's where like you need fans to be like, this is sick or this is not sick or whatever. I think I don't know, like with your specific type of music, especially if you're, it just depends because you're not linking them, which makes it a little bit harder. I think explore making an album or song. And I've said this multiple times already in 2 episodes of this. I'll say it again. I'm not going to I never want to tell people how to make art, but I like giving ideas because I like getting ideas. An idea that I would have for you off the top is like make some sort of like, so you and your girl are part of this universe, but maybe make an album from the perspective of maybe like what would like culturally different, like what would like Gretsch music sound like? Do they have music? What would like
It's crazy.
What?
I'm making a 3-song like EP that's like just hard music, like aggressive, heavy.
Like metal?
In a way. It has like heavy drums.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Hard guitar, and it's gonna be like a Gretsch anthem.
I think in this, no offense, and don't like take this the wrong way.
Of course not.
I think you're going to be able to appeal to like a really nerdy audience.
Of course.
Where like you could like pretty easily make, like you said, like entire subgenres of all kinds of different shit.
Yeah.
Where in the movie you're gonna have to have a scene where what's the other one? Gretches and what?
Socks versus the
eyeballs probably don't have music because they don't have arms to play music.
I know.
Maybe they just be screeching and shit.
They just blink.
Yeah,
just blink and that makes music.
Just wet macaroni noises. So maybe like the Gretches are the Gretches like swamp?
They're actually like very smart.
Okay.
So they're like humans, but just they just are living a different.
What would their music
environment.
sound like?
It would sound probably very metal.
Because they're villainous?
No, actually, what's crazy? So I'm trying to capture so you think for my next video, the way I shoot it, you'll think that they're a bad guy.
Yeah.
But then the third music video, you realize they're actually a good guy.
Interesting.
So the way that you shoot it, it's like he's like a big dude walking through like these dark like crevices of like this cave that he has, and like he has a whole lair, and he has people standing next to him, and he's cooking like in a cauldron or something, and he makes it
like
seem like he's a very he's actually trapping he's whipping it.
That's so funny.
No, he's like, so I want this like fantasy like look of like him being a villain, and then in the end, like in the third video, I can't I wish I didn't actually say that because I don't want to give it away, but
we could probably
no, it's fine. And in the third one, you'll figure out that he's actually like a good guy, and he helps us on our journey. Yeah. And it's actually really cool. And then the people that you think, and then the people that you think are going to be like normal people who look like, oh, they're like this huge, like the main bad guy is essentially like taken from like a huge pop star. So it's like a huge pop star is the main bad guy.
That's a Gretsch? Or
no, he's a human. Yeah.
Okay.
And he like is
who's that played by?
So his his like interdimensional being is like the evilest of them all. And Celics, they attach on to people with the same aspirations as them, and they sort of like connect to people with the same aspirations.
Wait, so
as them.
you and your girl's characters
we have a Celic named Nevfree, but he's the only one. He's very young. He's 7,000 years for his species, which is very young. But he's actually one of the only like good ones. And that's why he connects to Haley, because he sees the same.
You don't have one?
But I don't have one. They only connect. He only brings us together because I have one of the relics, and he's trying to save the planet. And that's the whole thing.
It's so crazy that you know this so well.
Dude, I've written hundreds of pages.
Damn.
Just figuring out how to make this like perfect. And eventually, you can't tell the whole story. You can't put all the deepest shit in a music video. Mm-hmm. So I want to eventually branch out and make it a film or a book or
TV
write
series.
something. Yeah, a TV series. But these Celics, they attach themselves to people who have the same morality and the same ideals as them.
Yeah.
And that's why most of them are evil, because they attach to powerful people, or they make people powerful. Yeah. It's sort of like selling your soul to the devil.
Yeah, yeah.
You find one of these, and they use their initial abilities. Like every Celic has like a supernatural ability. Yeah. Ours has the ability to connect people through dreams, or to manipulate dreams. That's how we met. And then we found each other on our side of the planet. And he connected us to save the whole planet because he doesn't like his species as much. And he found the beauty in humanity. Yeah. He found the beauty in humans and things that that we enjoy. Yeah. And that's why he's like, I love books, and he loves books, and he'll read, and I'll go to the library and get him stuff while keeping incognito because we're wanted by the government, which is called Blink Corporation, which is that picture I showed you. Yeah. That's the overall government that rules like all of like humanity, and nobody knows it's ran by Celics. Nobody knows that there's like a deeper meaning to it.
So you're just giving all the secrets away.
Yeah, I'm giving everything away. I don't give a fuck. Like if you'll see the crazier parts, it'll reveal itself eventually. But it's all run by this, and we're trying to find these relics that nobody knows about. Yeah. One of them's deep in the desert on another side of the fucking planet that we're not allowed to go to, which is called the Vast, which is what humans call it. Yeah. You go there, you're fucked. You go there. Anyone who's gone there has never come back. and that's the stories that people tell. So
it's-
we have
it's
to
like
make
the
it
Sahara
there.
or something. It's
Yeah,
like some
and
desert
Nefri's the
climate.
only one who knows where the other relic is, and lo and behold, it's in the possession of the Gretsch, which is, and Malum, the one who I can't say, I don't want to say anything.
you don't have
Malum, the one
yeah.
you'll see in the next video,
Uh-huh.
he is in possession of one of them. So that's 2. We end up with 2. Blink Corporation has the other one deep locked. The last video that we're gonna do, bro, we're going in and we're gonna get that last one.
Damn.
And that's
Wait,
the
so
whole
when
kind
are
of
when are
idea.
these videos dropping?
Or
like
right after my wedding.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm already gonna be shooting them, so I have like most of the props and everything and like location ideas. And I'm gonna drop 2. I'm gonna drop 1. I'm gonna shoot both of them at the same like time.
Yeah.
And I'm dropping 1, and then I'm dropping another one, and then the last one is gonna be.
Just like
I'm gonna have to grind. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to figure out a way to make this work because I want it to be fucking epic,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
want it to be like the last like battle and like the last thing, and everything happens in this music video.
Do you have the songs already?
I already know what songs I'm doing. Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm doing the next one's Equip Item, which is like
Yeah. That's the one that you.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
like very trappy, very.
It seems
hard.
like you plug that one the most, or like talk about it the most.
Probably just
or-
because it's coming up.
Yeah.
And it's the
Okay.
next one I'm shooting.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The bridge in it. Don't be so bitter when you die. That shit's hard. Like
Fire.
that just makes you. It's like it goes from like very aggressive and like.
Yeah.
Don't you walk inside? I got a burner on me. My because I die because my baby blah blah. Like stuff like that. Like saying dumb shit like that.
That's
like,
in the Equip
Yeah.
Item song.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't you walk inside? I got a burner on me. Might because I die to keep my baby strong. We be fucking around when they don't see it though. Love it when you put me in the comatose. Thinking about mistakes I used to play the game. Now I'm something. Yeah, see, I can't remember
Something.
all my fucking
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah,
Used to
no,
play the
it's too
game.
many
Oh no,
words.
used to ride the wave. Now I'm sinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to just do what everyone else did, and now I'm doing my own thing, and I'm
Yeah.
sinking. Like shit like that. Like it's just aggressive, and then it's just me talking about. It's really about materialism.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Like it's like that's why it's called Equip Item. It's like people.
How's it gonna transfer to?
It's just
like-
the sound. It sounds hard.
Okay.
And then it's I like because like my music is very personal.
Yeah.
And then this idea I'm making is just very fun to get into. It's
So like the music video isn't going to necessarily be related. Like it's just gonna
No.
that's gonna be the soundtrack over the music.
yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just like how some people like take songs like I don't know how to. A good example is like Sunflower by
Yeah.
They'd use that for
Sway Lee.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like that has nothing to
So
do with
weird.
fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah. True.
But it's like it sounds like it matches kind of.
Sure,
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a terrible
Yeah, I was
example,
like,
by the way.
I think Posty just wanted to make hella money.
Yeah, I mean that song. I mean, not the best Post Malone song,
Yeah.
but
Nah.
like stuff like that.
Well,
like
I think it's like technically a Sway Lee song, so we're okay.
it's definitely Sway Lee.
But
Yeah, it's definitely Sway Lee.
One of them is featured though, and I can't remember.
I don't even think they both. I don't even think they wrote it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But who knows? But like stuff like that. Like I just like to make it. I just love to write fiction. Big inspiration was Stephen King.
Damn.
Love Stephen King.
Wow.
All of his books connect in some way. I watched and read some of the Dark Tower series, which is a 5-book series, I think, and it all connects. And in his lore, there's these things called the Dark Towers, which connects all dimensions of all of his stories.
Yeah.
So there's one Dark Tower in every dimension, and you have to find it, and you can go to different dimensions. And this guy called the Gunslinger, he finds this kid who has a super big shine, which is shine means like you have a psychic power.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows Stephen King, and that's why I say like in one of my songs like Wicked Sleep, I say this type of shine is something new. I'm essentially quoting that like the girl that I'm with, like Haley, her shine is so big and she has such a good perspective on life, and her ability to like see things is so new to me. I'm scared at first. And it's stuff like that. Like I love Stephen King. I love lore. I got into like League of Legends. Like you were talking about nerdy shit.
Yeah.
I got into like League of Legends. I don't play it, but my girlfriend plays it. Like
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, any of that shit. Like that shit hypes me up.
Fucking VSTs play it all day long.
Really?
In the cage, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
That's an untapped market. The VSTs.
dude. That is.
They're nerds,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You gotta
I should-
go talk.
I should
to
hit
them.
up all those
Like,
motherfuckers.
hey, you guys want to hear about?
Dude, I remember
Gretsch?
VSTs were playing fucking. I remember they were playing like Destiny
Yeah.
and shit in the
Back
cage.
when they were sort of nerdy, sort of cool. Now they're
Yeah.
like pretty nerdy.
I was hella quiet as a VST though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hella quiet.
I fucking forgot about
Yeah, I was a VST
that. You
too
were a
for
VST.
like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And I was like kind of chill. I just like did my job and
It's super chill. Yeah.
I had my headphones in.
It was you and Blaine and.
Yeah, Blaine. Yeah, who
Was
produces
it
as well.
Roman? or no, not Roman yet.
Roman wasn't
Logan.
there, though. Logan, yeah.
His cousin.
Logan. All cool people.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the new ones really.
Me either.
I don't really talk to them
Leah.
much. Leah, that's about it. But I know her since college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's so true, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to build this shit and make a fucking story, and let's see. I just want to see where it goes. And
yeah. Word. Do you have any like merch or anything? Yeah.
Dude, everyone's asked me that. I want to make merch. I do.
Okay, so the answer is no.
Do you have merch?
No.
Exactly.
Not yet. No, but I don't know.
I'd buy a big and crazy
I don't know
shirt, bro.
see, and a lot of people say that. I don't know how many people would.
Well, it depends on the price, actually.
No, my
the
biggest
design.
thing.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is that I'm friends with a lot of people that have merch, and the merch is really expensive.
Yes.
And I've talked to them about it, like, bro, make more, sell them for less. More people will buy them. You'll make more profit in the long run. And they're like, no, because like we need money, bro. Like we need.
If I do merch, when I make merch, I will make no money off of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it strictly for the amount that I get is the amount that I put out at first.
Yeah.
Just so
get
people
your name
can
out
like,
there.
well, because nobody really knows me.
Yeah.
And if nobody
That's
really
kind
knows
of
me,
my exact point is like
why am I expecting
charging $50 for a T-shirt? Like, yes, it's basically donating to your cause. That's great, but like, if your goal is to grow and have a larger following that will eventually support you,
yes,
it's like get them on
free
board first.
advertisement.
Yeah,
and dude, I'm not gonna charge the 35 people who fucking know who
Right.
I am for
those ground floor people especially need shit for cheaper.
And it's also just dope. Like I'd love to see people wearing that shit. I don't
100%.
honestly. None of this will ever be about money.
Yeah.
And none of it. I mean, clearly, I'm a fucking nerd. I make this shit now. I think, and also, I'm just gonna say this. I think all rappers are fucking geeks. I think all people who sit there, I'm going to write a fucking chorus, and I'm going to sit here and I'm be, oh, look at me making a chorus and me writing verses, and I'm sitting here on a fucking software, and I'm making, you're a fucking geek, by the way. You are a geek if you make music. I'm sorry. And if you're not a geek and you make music, you probably don't know much about music.
Damn.
You are a geek.
Hot take.
No, it's a good take, and I think most people will agree with me. People know that rappers are geeks. People know that everyone is a geek. You may not act like it, but we know deep down, bud. You're a geek. You're a geek. I'm going to say it right now. Anyway, but yeah, I'm a geek too, and I don't expect anyone to fucking, expect anything else from me. I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to make stories, and I'm trying to score. Yeah. I don't care if I die with $0 in my pocket from art, because you know what? Fucking artists die, like Picasso, never see how great they get. Yeah. They die right before they blow up.
Yeah.
If I die and they make a movie out of my shit, I'll be happy. If I can just show my family and I could just show people that I care about, like the cool shit that I'm making, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
I do, but all said, I do want to get a manager, and I do want to get my stuff out there.
The potential managers are like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. This guy hates everything.
I love everything.
Yeah. No, I might be able to help you with that. I have a guy that I work with that is a new manager, but he would kind of support your cause, I think. So that would be nice.
I just want to make good art.
He's a production manager at a music. Like he knows what he's doing, and he's a very smart dude production wise, like hugely. And he also is a cinematographer.
Oh, that's.
And he's also local to here. He lives in Tacoma.
Oh, really?
So it would be a big thing for a few reasons. Like it would be good for you for a few reasons.
Yeah.
But he's managing one person, and it's a rapper. So it's a geek. He's managing a geek.
Exactly. Thank you, Tanner. Tanner knows.
But yeah, I could talk to him about that.
You should.
Yeah.
You should ask him if he's
a
geek.
What's your goal though? Like, what's your goal? What's the manager for?
Promotion. Just being able to get
promotion, like what?
Just getting eyes on me. They'll know like the best strategies to sort of get my name out there. Like,
if a manager told you that the best way to get your name out there would be exactly.
No. That's why it's hard to find a manager.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, if you make a TikTok, like, and you see all these artists being like, my fucking label is making me make a TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like, well, first of all, you fucked up.
Well, that's a label though. That's not a manager.
Well, yeah.
Managers will work with what you think is like good for your artistic brand, right? Yeah. So like a good manager would be like, on Fridays, drop a video that's 1 minute long. That's 2 minutes long. That's like, my song "Wicked Sleep." Like these are the lyrics, or break down a chorus twice a week. or whatever,
genius.
Something like that, right?
Do you want to be my manager?
I probably would.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I know,
we'll
I'm
see.
just kidding.
But yeah,
if it's
no,
that, then
honestly,
it's okay. But if they're trying to tell me to change my brand,
no, but it's like that. Well, I don't know. I probably could be your manager, honestly.
Yeah, literally.
We'll see how this goes. But it's also like knowing when you need to get out of your comfort zone and being like, I got you a show at Spanish Ballroom, which is a 200-person show, and like we can sell it out, but you have to do a good job. Like you have to be ready for it.
Yeah.
And it's you being like, all right, like it's you sort of trusting the process.
If you give me all the resources I need to put on a good show, I will put on a good show.
Right. Well, and that's what would happen.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just need someone who, because I have a lot of stuff on my plate all the time.
Yeah.
I'm making videos I'm directing videos myself.
Yeah, to have somebody to help with that shit would be.
I'm writing a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm also working on my next album.
Yeah.
I'm constantly trying to figure out, and like I have already thought about obviously like ideas to promote my stuff, but it's like
you're going to the
I
mall.
have a job. I'm going to the mall. Well, that was just so my girlfriend could get a dress.
Yeah, sure, bro.
We're going to Comic-Con.
Whatever you say, dude.
That is, we went to Windsor. Shout out to Windsor, by the way. Great female a clothing store.
Cool.
Yeah, she wanted to get a dress because we're going to Comic-Con. So, but yeah, like stuff like that. Like I have a lot going on, and I just need somebody who can kind of like take that load off of me and just like, hey, give me ideas. Or
as your manager, I need you to listen to this. When you go to Comic-Con, you need to have a business card with a QR code to your music.
I have them.
Okay.
I can give you one.
Good.
If you want one.
Yeah,
to
I
pass
do.
around.
Do you have one?
I have one in my car. I'll get one later.
But
it
yeah,
was for
that's
my album release party that you couldn't make it to.
Oh yeah, dude.
Did I invite you to that?
Yeah,
I thought
you
I
did.
did.
You did.
Yeah.
You sent me the menu and everything, bro. There was a food truck there.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's like fuck.
Not as many.
We were doing something. I think it was on the same day we had a party here. Actually,
that's what I was thinking. Like you guys.
It was something like that.
I didn't expect much people to come. Like to be honest.
How did it go?
It was good. It was really fucking good. By the way.
Okay, good.
The video premiered. It was really nice. I had a lot of family, a lot of friends.
Yeah. I think I saw pictures of it.
It was very chill, actually.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted like a bunch of people there, but just hanging out with my family and my friends, it was like
more important.
It was actually really, really good.
For sure.
I
Sounds
really
like that's how your wedding's gonna be too, huh?
Yeah, it's really chill.
Cool.
It's not. We don't like.
We'll have to talk about that more.
Oh yeah,
before you go, but
we do have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Which would be really fun, by the way.
Yeah. But anyway, cool. Well, is there anything else that you want to plug then?
Just.
What's your Instagram?
All of my social media is YUNGNIGHT
Young baby
LYFE. So Young Nightlife, no O in the Young, just NY. Yeah.
YUNG.
Or just type in NIGHT LYFE, and it should be the first thing that comes up on Google.
Not on YouTube though. I did that earlier, and it was.
It should be.
It was a dude. It was Nightlife Music, and it was some random dude.
On your Xbox?
No, on my TV, but yeah.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind. Homeboy has like 266,000 views too on a video. Like,
good for him.
Yeah. Oh, there's one.
I see it as like.
I think that's.
Just type that in. Yeah.
I think that's the one or one of them.
Or just click
2.1.
Yeah. Is that what comes up?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. No. What comes up is different. Scroll left. Or, yeah, scroll left. Keep going.
Should be.
Okay, then keep going right.
Yeah, if you go
going.
I thought it was the first thing that came up, but honestly, like
your AI image was the first thing that came up.
Okay, that's good.
Go
that's
over to the left then for that 525.
See, that's why I need a manager.
Go over. That one. Click that.
Is it good? Let's listen to it.
I don't think that I watched it. For my family though.
Oh,
and that's Nightlife with an I.
Way.
No, there is a dude Nightlife with a Y.
This is literally what we were talking about earlier today, like the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, because it's spelled that way there. Oh, good. He's got his bulletproof vest with no plates in it, and it was clearly just fabric.
Got it off Etsy.
Yeah.
Which I fuck with Etsy though.
Lord.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. That's good.
Can't listen to it.
I
was actually hoping it would be good.
No, the one that I saw was not this. It was
really?
something different that popped up, and it was like
It's probably somebody.
It's like Nightlife Music or something. But
it's
anyway,
it's actually a pretty general name. If you think about it.
Yeah.
I just have to do
152 subscribers.
I know I'm catching up.
I've got
to
like
you.
155. Yeah, you're
I'm
getting close.
Everyone subscribe to me so
Fuck
we can
yeah!
surpass,
After
so
this,
we can
bro, it's all
surpass
my
him.
people I already have. You're
Yes,
gonna get like
let's
3 new.
go. You're my only competition.
Yeah,
It's just
fuck.
me and Ted.
We're pretty close. Yeah, dude. All right.
Good talk.
Appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, of course.
For real.
Thanks for having me over.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when we hang out and stuff, we'll hit you up with the invites. I want to work on music stuff.
Cool.
If we can, if you find a little 30-second clip that would be good for this, that goes in the place of send it on over.
Okay.
So I can program it to this thing. And
That'd be sick. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for staying in.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna do like an hour episode this time. Wrong.
I thought it was gonna be actually like 50 minutes.
We're looking at 3 again.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the 10 hours.
No,
of fucking
it's
editing.
cool, dude. Yeah, 12 more hours of my life gone.
Anyway.
No, I'm gonna speed it up. All right, man. It was
All right.
cool having you.
Peace out.
All right.
It was really good to see you.
Yeah, you too, dude.